All right, everyone, we are live and about to end up seeing the leg for our Jesters match between Bobby Thielbar and Darran Penn. I'm Tim Glasheen. I'm sitting here with the
Sean
lovely,
Gretzinger. I
the
didn't
lovely
expect you
Sean.
to know my last name.
Yes, I do.
I'm filling in. Jesters, we're kind of short, but Darren is a friend of mine. I will try to be unbiased. Bobby said he's from Kiwani. He has not shot on the stream before,
hmm
and he now shoots out of Green Bay. So we are giving them the thumbs up for the lag. They're playing 8 ball. It's a race to 7. It should be a good
Um,
match.
yep, BCAPL rules and winner break.
Right. Playing for 300 in the middle. Watching that leg makes me laugh. One time at one of the weekly tournaments,
hmm
I walked up the table with my opponent to lag, and I got down on the ball, and he didn't get down on his ball. So then I stood up and I waited. I thought, okay, he's not ready.
Yep.
And so then I get down on the ball again. He doesn't go down on the ball. I stand up again, and I'm like, "Are we gonna lag?" He said, "Well, I was waiting for you to go first."
Wow.
I said, "Oh no, let's not do it that way. Let's do it at the same
Yeah.
time."
So Bobby has won the leg here, and he's
Uh,
so he gets first crack at this.
mhm.
No, about what was it now? 2 months ago since I had shot in this Jesters.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it was beginning of August, I think it was, and
Uh huh.
I actually went into there, and once I got started, I wasn't nervous at all.
Right. No, I don't know. I don't get, I've shot really bad on the stream, but I can't blame it for being on the stream because it doesn't really bother me. There's not like a camera in my face. I don't even really think about it.
Maybe we're just made up different.
Maybe. Yeah, I shot bad, but it wasn't because I was on the stream. It was just bad shooting. People out there, if you're viewing, give us a holler. We like to know who's out there
Yes.
watching. And we've got a little cluster there with
A
stripes,
little cluster?
which makes me
That's
look
an
at that
understatement.
saying, I think I would maybe
Let's see
start
what we
with
got here.
solids.
Yeah, I'll be working on
Because that
solids
one
here
ball, he
too.
could get that 4 ball out.
Right.
Otherwise, that
Otherwise,
hole.
otherwise,
Although, when I'm looking at it from the overhead, maybe that 12 sneaks through, but doesn't really look like it, does it?
no.
And Darren agrees with us. He has started with solids. My guess
Yeah,
is
and
he's
I
going
hope
to
he's
go with
not
a three
taking the
ball
one
here.
yet.
Oh no, I don't think so. I'm
Wrong
sure he
angle.
won't. Right, he won't. He won't here. He'll come back at it, but I'm sure he'll be looking earlier rather than later for the right angle to get that breakout. And I would
And
bet
that
you
is
he's going
right
to do it
there.
right now. Even though he's nicely set up on that two, now is the time to take that with
Yep.
as many balls on the table as you've got.
You always
The
want
only
to.
problem is those stripes are all going to move around and something's maybe going to get. Well,
You know?
he's got the 6 ball. It's going to be odd stretching over that 14.
Right. I don't like any of the other options yet.
Yeah, I don't either. And on one of these angles, it looks like there's room for that 4 ball to go past the 10, but when I look at this overhead, it looks like it's kind of snugged up,
It's
doesn't it?
pretty
Is
snug.
this deceiving?
It is a little
Oh
deceiving.
yeah. Looks like there's space there, and I
There's
don't
space
actually. There's
there, but I don't
space.
think enough space for the
Yeah,
angle.
yeah, yeah, you're right. So here's Bobby to the table. His first chance to shoot after the break.
Cool. All right. There's the 9. So now, for Bobby here, I would still want to take this 12 ball
I
early
think so
because you
too.
want to loosen that 10 and
I
the
think
4
so
up a
too.
little.
Even if he hits it lightly with a little inside and pushes the 14 out a little bit, he should be left on the 10.
Exactly.
And then he would have, I would think, the angle for the 14 for the other side. Oh,
Oh, two mic cords to my left, he said.
okay.
All right, we were having some technical difficulties that
Sorry
Kendall was
about that, people.
helping us
Yeah.
out with.
Bobby's at the table. He's looking at the 11. His issue's going to be that 10 ball.
Right.
Oh,
Every ball is a rail.
pulled that trigger a little quick on that 11. I'm
Yeah.
guilty of that
Hello,
all the
Ray.
time.
How are you doing?
And third mic, Ray Scanador. I'm sure you guys already introed yourselves.
We did.
And yeah, I'm waiting for my match. I got to buy. I can't believe it. But
Oh,
this is
still.
this is a good match here. Good match.
Yeah, it will be a good match. Okay, so even though the 8-ball's been going on for a little bit, they must be playing a little slow that you're not even called for your match yet, huh?
Yeah, I got to
50 minutes
buy
And what is the race to today?
I don't even know.
Oh.
They have the new app, the digital pool app.
Right.
And I'm really not used to it. I'm still
Okay.
trying to find my way.
Yeah. Speaking of 8-ball here, I mean, here at the Mad Apple, we do have a weekly 8-ball tournament that starts at 1 p.m. So if you all are ever bored, come on down and have some fun.
Yes, please. My favorite, the best weekly tournament I seen in the whole country my whole life. It's
It's a very robust tournament. Usually 25 to 35 players.
Yep.
Yeah, today
I think Ray was saying 26.
Today was a
Okay.
little light, but yeah,
Yeah.
usually it's over 30
Yeah.
and it's 1 p.m. start. And now with this digital pool app, everyone notices the same thing I'm noticing is it goes much faster. This
Yeah.
tournament's
Yes.
over
Right.
way quicker. There's also weeklies on Friday and Monday at 7 o'clock.
Yeah, Friday is 10 ball and Monday is 9 ball. We take all comers, and it's very competitive.
Great players,
Yeah.
great equipment, great lighting, great. I mean, it's
Yeah,
a dream.
good.
It's a dream.
We're very lucky to have this hall to play. Really. Didn't appreciate it till I started to play at the actual pool hall instead of the bar tables or whatever.
Right. And then you get where you have, I think we got a lot of great sportsmanship here where
Yeah.
people are willing to
Right.
comment, okay, why
Is
did
he
you do
taking that
this versus
15? He's going to try to put that in
Yeah, I
between
think
the
so.
4 and the 6. Well, good for you. Oh, off the
Ooh.
6. Okay. Well, Darren's had kind of a slow start. He's been shooting really good for a number of weeks. Both of them seem to be pulling the trigger kind of quick when they get down on the ball, just not seeming real smooth, and I'm sure they both normally are. Darren, I know, is. It's just getting through maybe that first game and getting settled in a little bit. The thing is, we all play so much, you'd think you'd be over that.
Yeah, no.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
Hardest game to win always, in my opinion, is the first game.
Oh boy,
Ooh.
that was just ugly, Darren. I don't think I've ever seen you shoot like that. Oh, it's early. Hang with us. I'm sure this is going to get better. It's been better.
Interesting layout really here yet for stripes.
Well, I think I would have started, maybe I'm wrong, but I would have started with a 15 and then the 11 to get out around the 2 to come back for the 13. If he's taking the 15 next, he's got to get an angle on it to get out of there and come back for the 13. I just like the other
Right.
direction a little bit better.
I do too.
I mean, I know you have to avoid the 2, but even if you got where you on the 11 where you thought you were going to hit the 2, a little bit of low, left would, I think, bring you on this side of the 2 ball to come over for the 13. I just don't like doing the 11 first and then the 15. Okay, thank you, my dear.
All right. Yeah, and I mean, even if you would have crashed into the 2, you still had a shot at that 9.
Right. But he's going to prove me wrong. Or not. Yeah, didn't like that.
Yeah.
And the thing is, you don't want the 15 to be your last ball based on where the 8 ball is.
Not really.
Not really, no. I mean, it will work. Everything can work, but you're making it a little bit harder for yourself.
It's a lot harder to get on that 15.
Yeah. Yeah, and where you would get on it is not an ideal place to leave yourself for the 8 ball.
Mm-hmm.
It all works. It's just easier a different way.
I've been
looks
trying.
like he's winding up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Low inside, come around 3 rails. Like Shane Van Boening.
Yeah, no kidding. And
Man,
look
he
at
got
that. Look
perfect
at
shape.
Wow.
Yeah. All my criticism goes out the window.
Though, sometimes in this game you gotta treat it like life. Keep it simple.
You can't see an edge of that 1 ball, Kenny.
No.
It's kind of like a box of chocolates.
Yeah, you never know what you're going to get.
Oh, you know
Yeah,
that line.
I do. I'm a Forrest Gump fan.
This is a pretty good angle here to break out this too. You're still gonna have to work to get back short side on the 8 ball at the end.
Yes.
But that's the way.
That's what you got to do. Yeah. Maybe if he puts the 2 in such a position that he still has a shot on the 1, he can come back at the 2. And yeah, you just got to make balls.
Yeah.
Find a way to get back down there around on the 8.
I think if you somehow can get down to this bottom right-hand side for that bottom side for that 1 ball here.
A nice shot,
Ooh,
Darren.
Very nice.
Okay.
That'll work.
Tricky. High.
So do you play this
outside,
high outside?
And you gotta slam it.
Yeah.
You gotta.
You
let
got,
your
and are we
stroke
talking
go.
1, 2, 3, 4 rails?
1 rail.
Oh, 1 rail.
Mm-hmm.
Could try to play it straight high, but I think you need some outside.
Oh,
Wow,
that was
this is
perfect.
good.
That
This
was
looks real good.
perfect. Darren, wow. That's the Darren
That
I'm
is
used
a
to seeing.
perfect
That was
shot
perfect
there.
shot. That was really nice.
Can't get better on this ball.
Nope.
I was gonna say that's got replay potential.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be on the highlight reel. And these shots right here, even when you get really good, these are weirdly high anxiety
Yes.
where even though you just made a much harder shot, you got
Right.
really good on the ball. Now it's not hanger, it's long still, and yeah, that's
Right.
you would think all the viewers at home and on YouTube for the next 1,000 years, they're like, oh, he made that hard shot look easy. He's gonna make this one for sure. And then
Right.
oh boy, those were the ones that just.
Oh, I've got kind of weird philosophy when it comes to cut shots in general. They're all just as hard as the previous one.
Bobby meant to draw there a little bit,
He
or at
did.
least get off the rail.
Yeah.
So now he's funny because you got to cut this in, and it's
And you
kind
have
of a
to-
scratch angle.
You know, it's kind of scratched to the side pocket.
You don't want to super slow roll this.
Yeah.
thing.
Oh no. Oh no.
Ooh.
Oh. Got lucky.
Wow.
Yep.
Trust your line. Yeah, he just said,
Mhm.
I trust this. I'm not missing this ball. I'm not going to baby it. I'm going to hit it. If I scratch, I scratch, but I ain't scratching.
Well, Bobby strikes first in a race to 7.
So he's got one of the hard games out of the way.
He does. And this is his first time on the stream. And I remember the very first time I played. Of course, it's all new. It all feels a little weird. It is in your head a little bit.
Yes.
Darren should not
Wait
be
a
feeling
minute.
any of that.
Sean, I thought you said you didn't feel it at all.
I don't now. The very first
okay,
time
okay.
I played,
You did.
it was, yes, it
Tell
was
us about
weird.
that.
Yeah, it was just weird. Well, no, I did end up winning. We played 8-ball. It was fine. I didn't play great. But my next week, the challenger chooses the game.
Right.
And it was Rayanne Skennendorf.
It's a big advantage.
Yep.
Yeah.
And she chose 10-ball. And she looked at me and she said, "Is that all right?" And I said, "Well, you're the challenger. You get to pick the game." I had never played a game of 10-ball in my life. Never. And I didn't even know the rule.
Wow.
So I learned a lesson. But since then, I played in some of the Mad Apple leagues, particularly Wednesday night, where they rotate 9 and 10 ball. Half of the match is 8, and half of it's either 9 or 10. And then I played in a number of the in-house tournaments, and so now I'm like, bring it on! I'll play any of the games.
Exactly. I feel like that's where I'm at
Right.
now too. So Pete says he's liked and shared. Thank you, Pete. And
Yeah, thank you, Pete.
I like that break.
Tanner Marquardt says, "Go, Darren."
Tanner, you having any luck hunting? I know that's why he's not here. He is on the hunt. Ray, you're not a hunter?
Nope.
Tim, no?
No,
I
Were you ever?
should be.
family did, but
Yeah, I always did with my dad. I started when I was 15 or 16, and I hunted with my dad for probably 8 or 9 years. Then I hunted with my husband. But of all the years that I hunted, my heart was never in it. And I did shoot 2 bucks, and I was like, oh, I don't think I like that.
no,
I mean, we use the meat, we eat the meat, we like the meat. It's not my cup of tea, so I don't do it anymore.
And for me, it was I just can't sit still.
Well, for me, it was the only reason I really even started was to spend time with my dad, doing something he loved to do. And my cousin and I, our dads were brothers, and we hunted together. We have stories today that still make us laugh when we talk about what happened out in the deer stand. Yeah. All right, so.
I skinned a deer once. We did it in tribal school. It was kind of part of our class.
Oh yeah.
And,
Okay.
It was just a lot of work.
Yeah, it
and
is.
I never.
And
really gained
unless you have
interest
that
for it.
butcher mentality, I don't know that you'd consider that sort of a fun job. I certainly wouldn't
We did that
want
as a
to
family.
do that. Yeah. Oh, I don't want to do that.
6 people sitting around the kitchen table and
Yeah. Oh.
cleaning off all that silver.
Okay, Bobby
Stuff.
overcut that 11. Again, it seemed like he pulled the trigger just a little fast, like a little hesitation at the top of his
Yeah.
stroke, and I think he'd be on it. So can Darren see that 6-ball? It looks like he can.
Yeah, it looks like you can, and I
Yeah.
mean, I think if that's the case,
If he can play a stop shot there, he can put the 1 in the 2 in the side and the 1 in the corner, and
Too much angle. If the
No.
bird's eye, he's got way too
oh,
much
he
angle to
does.
stop.
Yeah.
Okay.
there you go.
I still would have shot the 6, even though you couldn't stop it there.
Yeah.
'cause It clears the path
Right.
a little.
Yeah.
But he's like, let me just get out of this trappy.
I guess he's
feely
thinking
thing.
he's going to use the 7-ball or the 4-ball to get back down there in position. But
Yeah.
it's
You
going to
get
be a little tricky.
7-2. I'm looking at this. My
Yeah.
pattern's kind of
Yeah.
7-2.
Oh, this isn't what he wants.
Yeah.
He can probably see the 7 in the side, huh?
Oh yeah, 7 on the side. You're still okay.
Right.
It kind of lays natural to get on the 2. Or you can come down, and if it looks like the 6 passes, maybe leave the cue ball, speed the cue ball to come near the 11.
Mm-hmm.
6 passes. Or you could play the 4 as well. Next shot.
Nice shot.
Ooh, this is looking.
Mm.
That was a good line.
Yeah,
A lot
because
of good
look at
things
that 6
happened
ball
there.
goes past the 9. Where are we going with the 1 ball though?
I'd like to spin this one in now if possible.
Yeah.
If not possible, you're gonna
Come
have to
back at it from
come
the
do a
2 ball?
breakout.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe even I'm shooting 4-2 with high inside English to come around and break the 1, then then 6.
Oh, just replace the
That
6 ball with
kind
the.
of works. That kind of works actually. I think he's gonna be
Oh, the
okay
6
here.
is.
Yeah,
The 6
because
is
if
okay.
you can cut that 4 in.
Cut the 6 in.
Oh, cut the 6 in.
Yeah. You could cut the 4 and 2 now. I don't know if you can see that, but you can
The
definitely cut the
preference
6.
would be the 6. Yeah.
You're gonna have to crash the 8.
Yep.
Don't. I would say focus 100% on this make
On
here.
making the shot.
Right.
You can actually play this off of the 1 too and speed it to
Mhm,
block the hole if
Mhm.
you miss. This is 8 ball.
Yeah.
There's a lot of interesting things going on with
Right.
the last couple shots.
I remember Ray telling me 8 ball is like checkers versus chess.
Oh yeah. We're playing 3D chess over here,
Mhm.
4D instead of bangers. But if everybody's doing it,
I kind of like the idea of playing it off the 1 and moving that 1 out. I mean, I know you
opens the
open
1
everything
and you
out,
block,
but you
you
block
speed
the
it, you block
pocket.
the hole. Yeah, you
Yes,
might block the hole with 2
yes.
balls too. The 1 might block
Right.
the 12. It's more tricky, and I
Oh, it looks like he's going for his jump cue.
jump the 4.
Yep.
Pretty easy jump. You're only half a ball here. You do have to get down quickly though.
Right.
So the jump part of it is not hard. The part that is the highest difficulty of this shot here is getting down on time, because if you don't want to stay in the air too long where you land on the top of the ball or
over
he
it,
jumped
yeah.
over it. Yeah. Okay.
So ball in hand to Bobby here.
Mhm.
Ooh, 10 on the side if it goes.
Yeah.
So I saw a cool shot on TV the other day where I think it was Federer. He ended up double jumping.
Oh.
He jumped a ball, it bounced and jumped over another ball.
I played with Matt Strong one night, and I saw him do something similarly. It was just crazy. I said, I wish I'd videotaped that. It was a great shot.
Federer's getting ready I think this week, right? It's Mosconi Cup.
Yeah.
USA.
Mosconi Cup starts already?
I believe it's this week.
Wow.
I gotta look it up.
I've been out of the loop, not paying attention, I guess. I usually know.
We got the
Wow.
newest American for
Federer?
representing us for pool.
Yeah.
Federer Gorst.
Yeah.
Love him. The Euros don't want him. It seems like they don't want another one of their best players, so we'll take him too.
Yeah.
Bring him on. Bring him on. USA. I went to Mosconi Cup 2 years ago when it was in. They rotate Europe, Europe, USA every year, and 2 years ago it was in USA, and I went to day 1, and that was one of the funnest, maybe the most fun day of my life.
I'm so glad you corrected that, Ray. Funnest to most fun.
Oh, grammar?
That's yeah.
Grammar?
I actually
Oh,
have
no.
a bracelet that says I'm silently correcting your grammar.
Nice shot on the 11. Now, how do
yeah,
you get
but
on the 10?
what? Yeah, no, I don't know that you do this when you haven't gotten your 10 ball out. Who do you think brings the most energy to the European team? I definitely have my opinion, having watched for the last few years.
It's not even close.
Jason Shaw.
Jason Shaw. Yeah.
Unbelievable. And that is invaluable. Yeah, and that is invaluable for their team, the energy he brings to the European team. It's not even as his play. It's the way, it's the way he puts the heat on. Yes.
He's an amazing player. It does bother me, though, these players who represent something else, but they live here full time.
Yeah.
Like how?
I
Why
don't
can't we
know.
ever get the credit
I know.
for this?
I
For these
know.
people
Oh, this
who
is not going to be good for Bobby. For Bob. He told me his name was Bob. We looked him up in Fargo Rate, and it said Bobby. And I said, okay, do you want me to call you Bob or Bobby? He said, doesn't matter. So he's Bobby.
Bobby.
Bobby is from Kiwani. Do you see him play? He said he plays in Green Bay, Ray.
Yes, I know Bobby.
Oh,
I've seen
yeah.
him play for
Okay.
a while. He's a good player. He is here. He did not come up here to drive home mad. He's
Yeah.
here to win.
Okay.
He plays to win the game.
Oh, Tanner is just telling us the good old Google said November 30th is the start for Moscone.
Hey, thanks.
Coolest thing about Moscone, I've been to it a bunch of times, but it's gotten way better lately.
I would love to go sometime.
I'll tell you
I
the
think
coolest
that would be
thing
great.
is, well, the coolest thing was that it was in Las Vegas,
Mm-hmm.
and for some reason Matchroom keeps taking everything out of Las Vegas, so
Mhm.
I'm boycotting.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But the coolest thing is that the Euros are so obnoxious. You know, playing pool is
Mm-hmm.
really
Mm-hmm.
gentlemanly, and
Mm-hmm.
you're quiet when someone shoots, or they act like hooligans, like we're at a drunken soccer match, and they're just constantly yelling Euro, Euro, and they're
Yeah.
Europe, and when one of our guys calls an extension, they start making these bird call sounds,
Wow.
like trying to just be more
Yeah.
obnoxious, and
Uh-huh.
they got their little songs and all of it, and so now you're sitting in the crowd watching this go on.
Right.
Like, what in the world?
Right.
You know, I thought this was high society, but
Uh-huh.
because they're so obnoxious and ridiculous and talking about Europe going against America, it now gives every American in the crowd full license
Right.
to go America all over there.
Right.
Right.
I was
But
going to say that was not a good hit. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. and
So
he-
Darren has a chance here to get on the
does.
board himself.
it's like the 4th of July on steroids. That's how I describe it.
Mm-hmm.
And they were the first day. I only went to the day one. We were up 3-1 or 4-1. I think it was 3-1. I think actually, maybe it was 4-1. But I had American flag. Everybody I saw there was head to toe, red, white, and blue. I was waving this thing around. I felt like I was Hulk Hogan. It was. I won a Q. I won a Q-Tech Q. I hit a royal flush, just sitting
Wow.
in the casino waiting to play, or waiting to for the rest of my crew to come up because I got there early. It was truly maybe the funnest day of my life. I forgot which grammar's wrong
Most
now.
fun. Most fun is
It was
correct.
Maybe the most
Most
fun
fun.
day of my life,
Exactly.
yeah.
Hey, does 8-ball go past the 10?
I think so.
Although he's got the angle to get over on that side, which would be
yeah.
my preference.
8-ball has all 6 pockets.
Yeah.
I just like playing the straight high ball, come around
Mm-hmm.
2 rails, should line
Oh,
up pretty sweet.
Shot that nice. That was
That
perfect.
beautiful.
Yep, get off that rail.
Yeah,
and you
now Darren's thinking, just don't miss the 8-ball like I did the last time after making a nice shot.
Don't think
No,
about
no,
that.
no.
Don't
Hopefully
think it.
you're
Get
not.
it
Get
out
the
of your
negative
head.
part
Get
out.
it out of your head.
Make this damn thing.
All right.
Nice.
Darren's on the board. 1-1. Okay, I have to ask you a question.
Yes.
Do you have anything to clean your glasses with? Every time I look at
They're
you, I'm
bad,
like,
aren't
oh
they?
my God, Jim.
Let's see the
How
cam.
can
I
you
don't
see-
actually
How
with
can
me.
you see?
Let's go to the booth cam. I want to see this. We got the people want to know.
No, they could just take my word for it. I'm not.
They are very smeary, but it's one of those where you don't realize it when they're on your face.
I know. Oh, funny.
Oh, thanks, Sean.
Yeah, I do. I knew you'd appreciate me bringing that
Now
to the
let's see if I
forefront.
can see through them a little better. I can, I think. Sean,
What?
now does this beat your
Yeah,
approval?
better. Yeah, much better. There we go.
So,
Oh, funny.
all right, and here we go. Bobby about to break.
Are the Packers playing the Bears?
No,
No, who are they playing?
49ers today at 3.
No, no, I didn't mean the Packers. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the Vikings game. The Vikings are playing the Bears, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
what I meant to say, not Packers. I knew the Packers were later today.
All right. Did he drop anything? I wasn't paying
Oh, that's
attention.
kind of an ugly break.
I
Yeah.
think
Yep,
he
made
dropped
one on the
little
side.
ones.
Yeah, he
Yep.
did. Uh-huh.
A lot of work on this table.
Actually, looks like he dropped one of each suit. I only
Yeah.
see 6 stripes and 6 solids, right?
Yes.
$6-9-2 combo is what I'm looking at.
Yeah, why not? Is he looking at that 15-11? It's a 15. 15 doesn't look like it goes by that 4. Ugh, and that 11's kind of past the pocket. I don't like that.
Ooh, I got a little chat room. They said my mic sounds way too low, so I should start yelling. I usually they're
you sound,
saying I'm
you
too
sound
loud.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You sound loud to us, so I'm assuming good. Oh, did he
When
call that?
When I saw that, I turned your gain up a little bit, Ray.
Oh, you did? Okay, you fixed it. Okay.
I did a well, I guess it was not just a yell, it was more like a screech when Rayanne banked the 8 ball and I thought it was dead in the pocket and I got a little loud and Kendall just about jumped out of his chair. I was like, oops, sorry, that was a little loud.
All right.
And then it didn't drop. Poor Rayanne. She hung 2 8 balls and then scratched in her last inning at the table to give Holly ball in hand on the 8. And so those were three losses she just handed on a silver platter to Holly and the Queens. So I know Ray is not real happy with her shooting today.
I like this first ball.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Stripes looking juicy.
Mm-hmm.
Get
Ooh,
out of
boy.
there.
Yeah, that wasn't greatest control there.
Still okay.
Yeah.
15 on the side.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
If it goes in the corner, you can control your cue ball a lot more. It might go perfectly through that little window there. I can't tell, though.
What about back cutting it to
Yeah, I
the
was
right
thinking
top upper right?
Ooh, I don't like that.
You don't like that. Tell me why you don't like that.
Looks like a scratch.
In the side pocket, it looks like a scratch.
Yeah, you're on the rail, so you can't really
Yeah.
try to cheat or dodge the scratch much. He looks like he put some
overcut
spin
it.
on there.
Well, he overcut it too.
Yeah.
So he hit before the side pocket.
That of the 3 shots, if you had all 3 holes available,
You would have gone to the side.
that is the hardest shot to make. So if you just set it up 100 times, your
Call me weird here, but I'm looking at a safe hitting the 3.
make percentage would have been lowest on that 3. Yeah, oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's weird too. Darren's saying, "Let's get weird."
Mm-hmm. Well, now we're just gonna see him kick at the 11.
That's okay. He was able to develop
Mm-hmm.
that 3 and get
Mhm.
back to the
I
table.
don't know. I don't know. I think I'm kicking this 15 ball in the hole.
Oh, you are.
Yeah.
I think that's what I'm
Okay.
doing. I like this 11-7 sitch. I don't want to really mess that up much.
Okay.
I might jump and play that 9-10 combo, but I just had a jump that didn't go well.
Mm.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, that was Bobby. He didn't
That
jump.
was
I didn't
Bobby.
jump
Yeah.
it. Solids. Okay.
So
7's still weird.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind another safety. Just hit that 3, draw straight back where you kind of were.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You do want to, if that 9-10 is lined up, especially if it's dead, you want to, now you got to freeze up on that 7 to avoid that opportunity or block the hole with speed. Like so.
Mm-hmm.
Great shot.
Yep.
Great speed.
just the way Ray would have played it all day.
He's way ahead of me. I wasn't even thinking about that.
Mhm.
These guys are playing the game. This is 8
Mhm.
ball.
You can try to cut the
Cut
11.
the 11 crash.
Cut and crash.
Mm-hmm.
Let your stroke go. Oh, wait. He was trying to do something delicate there.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta look at this 10, 9, 12. I don't think it goes, but you gotta look at it. Okay, shoot. He's taking his hanger. You got to do something with this, though. You got to develop it.
yeah,
Yes.
that
Okay, so
was-
he went for a breakout.
He did,
He hit it well.
but not
No reward.
rewarded.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm.
This is where my Scotch doubles partner usually calls a timeout and says, "Hey, what do I do now?" It's like, why didn't you call me the last 2 or 3 shots?
Oh, I don't think you want to.
I thought in Scotch doubles this is their, hey, what did you just do to me?
Oh boy, I don't know if I like moving that 9.
Ooh, might
Well,
kind of tie that up. I think it combos.
I think that combo's in. Mm-hmm. Yep.
I tell you what, the Scotch doubles, the biggest Scotch doubles tournament I've ever seen in my whole life. There was over 100 players here a year ago when me and Chris G argued the whole way to the championship.
Was that the pre-Thanksgiving? Luck of the
night
draw Scotch?
before the Thanksgiving here at the
Yes,
Mad Apple. Everyone
yes,
shows
and we're doing
up.
that again this week.
It's I think they call it the most drunk night of the year. Everyone drinks more on that night than any other night of the whole year.
I suppose.
Yeah.
And everyone's happy, and we show up here and
Yeah.
you do straight up random draw
Right.
Scotch doubles tournament.
Are you coming
And-
to play that, Tim?
I can't. I'll be working night shift.
Oh, you will. Ray?
I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Well, I'm hoping I can come, but I'm hosting Thanksgiving on Thursday, so I've got some work to do before I can. Oh, push that 8
Wow.
ball in a bad spot.
You got a perfect breakout
You
situation.
do.
here.
Yeah.
Your key here is I'm going rail first. I think
On the
I'm
3
going rail
ball?
first.
Yep.
And I'm trying to hit this 8 full.
Yep.
You don't want to hit it thin.
And
Is-
so are you just playing it with top, Ray, or do you need to put some top right on it?
I try to avoid English on any harder shots, so
Uh-huh.
I'm definitely playing top
Just
or
top,
just center.
Just okay.
That's why I'm going rail first. If
Mhm,
I'm going to play
mhm.
English, I'm going to play it. That's pretty good.
There you go.
If I'm going to play English, I'm not going to use the rail
Okay.
first.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good, but it's still a delicate shot here
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
You can
Mhm.
come high right, 2 rails all the way around the table, or you can try and punch it with low, and come 1 rail underneath that 10. I like high right.
Yeah, I do too. He's opting for low.
Low guarantees you something. So
Right.
So he just
got
straight
something.
drew
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, he did.
Got pretty good.
Yep, he did. He's got
Now he's
he's
gotta
got
run.
3 or 4 inches between.
Yep. And he's just got to run the rail.
Yep. Straight
You
out.
got to make sure you
Hit
avoid
it
the double
good.
hit here, so you
Yeah.
got to get your cue
Yep.
out of the way.
You do.
Can't have a big follow
No,
through.
it's gonna. Oh, look how far away from the rail that drifted. But he got lucky with his leave, I think.
Hey, Mark, how's it going?
Mark Bell. Mark Bell's in the chat room.
The dinger.
Haven't seen him around much. I love side betting Mark Bell. I would side bet him on this match right here. That Mark Bell money spends twice as sweet as money earned.
So we're banking the 10.
I'm not.
Well, maybe not.
I don't like
Mhm.
it. It's not bad. It's not bad.
Oh, you might get lucky.
I liked it.
No lucky.
If he was doing okay, in hindsight, he actually played a better shot than I liked because I didn't know he could draw back and
Yeah, and
potentially
get behind
blockers.
behind a blocker. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Well, here's a
did
good
jump out of
opportunity.
that.
He did. Here's
Like
a good
what
opportunity.
you
for
were talking
Bobby.
about earlier. They're
Yeah.
not staying down and following through.
Yeah.
When I first was starting to practice and try to be a good player, I had a little cheat sheet in my pocket, and it was just a paper with 3 words and 3 arrows on there, and it was chalk up arrow, stay down arrow, and follow through arrow.
There you go.
And you would not
Nice.
believe how much that little
Oh,
piece
he's
of
gonna
paper.
get lucky here because it's gonna tap that cue ball back.
Hmm.
And this looks like it really takes away that back bank, doesn't it?
No, it'll go.
Past the 10?
Yeah.
We got some bank pool coming up too. So
We
pretty
do.
soon.
How come you didn't jump in on that, Ray? I didn't see your name on that list.
I did, and then I jumped right out.
Oh, you
I had
did?
I work. It's super hard for me to get off Saturdays. And,
Oh, yeah, that's
I thought
right.
the one I signed up for was on a Sunday.
Oh,
I signed
okay.
up, and then when I realized it was a Saturday, I had to jump back out. Yeah, it's hard.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look at that.
Oh
Look at
my
that.
goodness.
Oh, look
Hit
at
that real good.
He did hit that
Ain't
good.
that great.
Yeah, he did.
I just got
Well,
called for my match.
all right.
I'm gonna watch the end of this game though.
Okay.
I want to see because you got a big blocker there with that. I don't know what's on the rail there. Was that 10?
10
12?
ball. It's
10?
the 10 ball. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can actually
Run
go
right
for
down.
shots
yeah.
here and still
Uh-huh.
leave them kind of a
Yep.
jump or a kick.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just making this 9, get
Mhm.
angled to leave the 12 so I can get short side on the 10.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of lined up. You gotta keep your angle for the 12. I don't think he has it.
I
but
don't think so
he-
either.
Yeah,
you
you
can
got
come
it on the wrong side. Now you
now you
got
got
to
to come around
3.
3 rails. Yeah.
Yeah.
Big.
Mm-hmm.
It's time
Yeah.
to play
Let
big
it
boy
loose.
pool.
Yep. Let it loose.
This is where you find out if you've been in the gym enough or not.
Mm-hmm.
And Sunday we do arms.
Oh, it needed more than that. Well, he's
'Cause
got a bank. Or if he's got a really, really, really good touch to kind of drag the cue ball to hit the 10 kind of full on the left side, he could hide behind it. But
What are you
that's
doing?
touchy. I'm probably banking it.
I was gonna say both shots are equally difficult to
pretty-
bank it.
It's
Yeah,
pretty close.
When the safety's as hard as making the shot, then I'm going to go for the shot.
It's a pretty close call for me. I'm banking 2, but
Mhm.
just because like what you guys are saying is
Mm-hmm.
if it's a close call and you have offense or defense,
Look at that. Oh,
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
whenever it's a close, like you're near 50-50 of a decision, and one of those decisions is offense, one of those decisions is defense, always go offense.
Exactly, because you lose that way, and then you're kicking yourself that you didn't take the one opportunity you had to win the game. Well, that puts Darren up 2-1. All
Yep.
right, Ray, thanks for your help. Good luck with your match.
All right,
Maybe
thank you.
jump back in if you get another break.
I can't wait. This is gonna be a good match. I can tell.
Yeah, it is.
There's a battling.
Like a couple of heavyweight boxers.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
They're gonna keep
Break
slugging
already?
her out.
it's too early for a break. Do you know how to tour around the room?
I can get to the camera and then it's just the joystick, right?
I think so.
So let's just see what we got going on here.
Yeah, we got 8-ball players playing everywhere. I wonder what table Ray is up on. I didn't see him walk out. Did you?
No,
Maybe
I
he's in the
didn't.
back room.
So let's see who we got where. Oh, I got the wrong cam up, I think. Yeah, I got the wrong cam up. Let's go with this one. Yeah, there we go. Now I can spin around the room and see who we got.
Okay.
So let me transition it over.
All right. Yeah, let's go for a little tour.
See who we got
We're
over
looking at
here.
table 7, and that's Kurt Kynast. He's
Yeah.
playing a young lady. I'm not sure who. Letty Avila's back
Yep.
there.
Yeah, and then let's see who else we got.
I should know his name on table 5. He plays all
Table
the time.
5. Yeah, I can't quite. Oh,
Oh.
Marty's back
Yeah,
there.
Marty.
Yeah. So let's see. Then in the back corner, I don't recognize who's over on table 1, but that's just got some customers around
I
here
think
today.
so, yeah. I see
There's
David
Damon.
Midlow is on table 4.
And Damon's sitting there at the table with
He
them.
is with Grandpa Al.
Yeah. So should be a
I
good
think
match.
see Damon has a mascot with him today. Is that a frog?
I think so. So
Uh.
let's swing right on back.
So we have players in the back room. I know Susie's in the tournament. I know Ron Seba's in the
Bring that
tournament.
down so
Fong
we can
is
see
in
the
the
table
tournament.
piece
Ray
again.
is in the tournament.
Cool.
Cody Adams in the tournament.
Yes.
Jim Quella. Somebody is dark over there by talking to Letty. They're in shadow. I can't see who it
All
is.
right. Yeah, I don't know. They're pretty
I
tall though.
saw Sean Skenendor, and I think Dennis King. I think I saw too. Oh, I see Ray. He's getting ready to play on
I
table
see.
3, and he's playing Jim Quella.
Okay.
All right, here we are. We're back in
All
action.
right.
Darran to rack, race to 7. He's up 2-1. What happened to our?
Oh, I just went into the.
You went into dark mode.
I have no idea. Yeah, I was feeling a little dark, I
Yeah,
guess.
look how it
But
changed.
this is the whole
changed
side
the
view and
color of
things.
everything. Oh,
I just hit side
I
view
don't
and
like
that's
that
all.
color.
Well,
Go back to something else.
we will in just a moment, ma'am. What are you, my mother or something?
No, but I do get to be bossy. I'm waiting for Chris to chime in. They were like, when I commentated with Tanner, they're like, you have to let Tanner talk. I'm like, oh, all right.
That's okay, Sean. I've been married before. I understand how it works.
See, the balls are so much prettier on this view.
I see.
They were very dull on that other one. Okay, what are we
So
taking here?
wide open. I am personally,
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking little ones.
Mm-hmm.
You have maybe everything's
look at
pretty
that
much got a
4-ball.
pocket. The 4-ball's the
Oh,
only thing
4-ball.
that's kind of the problem ball.
And you got to get on the 2-ball good.
Mm-hmm. But either way, with stripes, you still would have to get on the 10. You've got a lot of blockers right
Right.
away, more of your
Right.
stripes. And more of your stripes are on the rail. I
Mm-hmm.
personally like when I'm choosing a ball, I don't like
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
a lot of balls sitting on the rails.
Right. I just don't like that 4-ball. I suppose if you got the 6 out of the way, you can use the 5-ball to
Yeah, let's
move that
go over
4.
the top here and see what we got.
Or, you could take that 7 off the inside of the 15 and move it.
Mm-hmm.
Off the rail off
Right.
the 15 and do
You
it
get-
with a little bit of impact to really move that 15.
And here you can solve your 2-ball problem too.
There you go, and he did.
So now, like you were
Nicely.
saying, I would
Yeah.
take that 7,
Yeah,
use the big pocket to your advantage.
yeah, I think I would. To try to open up that 4-ball. And once you got them all out in the open, you are home free.
And then I would think that the 3 or the 2 becomes your key ball on this rack.
Mm-hmm. Oh, need to hit the rail first.
Yeah.
Did open up his 4.
Yep, but now you've got stripes sitting very open.
Yep.
I think you start
So
out.
where are you starting? Starting with that 12-ball maybe? If you
I was
got
thi-
lane to see it,
I was
because then
thinking-
you can work your way around and you've opened up that lane for the 14.
But I was thinking the 15, then transition to the 9 to the 11.
15 in the side?
Yeah,
Think
15.
he's got a whole pocket or just a half a pocket?
I can see if I can see
The whole side wall of the pocket, you're good?
well, for me, what it is if I can see the line between the rail and the pocket,
Okay.
that's kind of what tells me if I can make it or not.
Okay.
Gives me a nice aiming target too.
Mm-hmm. What I didn't like about that is you were leaving yourself really for just going to say pretty much he just got things in trouble there.
11 all the way up.
I guess, yeah. If he can see it, and it looks like he can. I think you're right.
And then you have to do the same thing to the 14.
Well, I think the 14 goes in the side.
Well, either way, the next shot would be the 14.
Right. And just roll with it.
Right. Keep that 10 as now your key ball.
Mhm.
So you roll this up a little bit, do 9, then 15.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. 9-15. And if you
Yep.
can
You should be okay with either the 15 or the 10 here as your key ball, but well, it looks like he's going to take that 15 now.
what you just said resonates with me. I'd maybe think about taking the 9 and the 10 and then the 15, but you could have issues with the 7 and the 4. That's the
Right.
problem.
Right.
You don't want that messing up your leave for your 8 ball.
So now you cheat this pocket a little bit on that 9 ball. Have a lot of top right
Yeah.
on this.
Yep. Just roll a couple of inches. Roll a couple of inches.
Oh, I would have been greedy probably.
Oh, when you get greedy, you get hooked by a quarter of an inch. See, you didn't try to get
Yeah.
closer to the pocket, so this gave him, room
Mhm.
to maneuver. I think Darren's feeling it now.
Yep. So now here,
A little bit of low left, roll around 2 rails.
just come around 2 rails, even
Yeah.
center ball.
Yeah, center ball. Don't think you have to put a little left to avoid that 2 ball?
No.
No? Well,
Okay.
Bobby's got some good opportunity here. They're all out in the open. They're all ducks.
So what do you start with on this?
Um,
And please don't tell
Probably.
me the 6.
no, 7 ball.
Yeah. And the reason why I didn't like the 6 versus that's your safety valve ball.
Yeah. Plus, it's a sharp angle, so things come back at a sharper angle.
Mhm. So now I think I'm taking the 4, then the 6. And from the way he shot that, he agrees.
Uh-huh.
So now you just gotta leave yourself nice on this 5, either to
Oh,
the side or the corner.
yeah, I'm tempted to get on the 3
Okay.
from this shot. Ugh,
Okay. So I don't think he got the 3. He
I
might
don't
have
think
the
so
2.
either. He might.
5 is a bank now all the way.
Yeah.
So really, if that, I think
Mhm.
the only ball he can really see here is the 2.
Right.
And I mean, I think
Well,
for me,
he could play off the rail. He
yeah,
could play off the rail. He could call a safe and play off the rail on the 3 just to get his cue ball
Sure.
down to the short rail and maybe hook Darren. But
I think
there's always that possibility
if
of a kick shot and making it.
if you can see the 2, you take the 2
Yeah,
here with
if you
just
can see
straight
it.
top.
Right. I don't know if you can. I don't know.
Well, the way he's lining up, I'm guessing he can.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he had plenty of room. He had plenty of room.
Mm-hmm.
He actually hit the short rail.
I saw that.
Okay.
So,
So 10 ball go past the 2?
yes.
Looks like it does. Think that's your shot.
And then
2 rails, and come back to the 8, either all the way down or the side pocket.
even 3 would not be bad.
Yeah. Well, that's true. Nice shot.
And the only reason why I said 3 at that point is because it would have been running in line with the shot.
Right. Okay. You gonna put this away, Darren? Bobby's got the shots.
There we go.
Yep. He doesn't want Darren to get too big of a lead here. Bobby's got to tighten it up again.
I agree.
Some of the shots he's missed, I mean, that was a little bit bad luck the way he hit the 5 on that 6 ball. A little bit of right English would have taken him on top and maybe over close to this rail so he
Right.
could see the 3. Just was unfortunate he hit the 5 and left himself kind of tough on those next shots. But as we've already evidenced, that 2 ball, he had plenty of room to make it.
Plenty. I just realized I missed a couple of great opportunities to end up storing a couple of highlights.
Oh.
I forgot to hit the red button.
Oh, boy. What are we going to do with you, Tim?
I don't
Got
know.
to hit the red button. The lady, I did find out why Darren has that nickname. Down at Charlie's, he helps run the tournaments. He sits in the corner and takes the money and gets people signed up and checked in. And
Go pay the
Someone one
lady.
time had said, "Go pay the lady,"
That makes,
and
I
so it
love it.
has
I
stuck.
love it.
Yeah, it has stuck.
The best nicknames are the ones that are,
Yeah. Okay, that's a dry break for Darren.
yeah.
And what does Bobby have? Nothing easy to start with. Wow.
No,
Does that 13 go past the 4?
it might.
I think that's maybe your best bet here.
Right.
Unless he can see more of that 12, then but you're leaning over that 10.
I agree. And that 10 is,
Yeah. I think you got to try to slide that 13 down
now if you
in
want
front of the
solids,
4.
you got to almost trying the 3 to the corner.
Or oh yeah, or what about that 3 combo, the 11 15 4?
There's that.
Mhm. I don't even know what he called. Is that what he called?
Just looking at the combo.
I think so. And there it is. There you go.
And there,
And no reward.
6
Although
ball.
he can cut the 6. Yes. Yes, yes. Yep. Yipper.
6 ball, and I think you stun it out.
Mhm.
Or move a little furniture.
Yep. Oh,
3 side.
3. Yeah, I think so.
You
Oh,
can get
he's so
behind.
close to that
He-
1, but
he
I think
is.
he's got it. The overhead is misleading.
Right. It's not like you play when you play on your phone or on a video game.
Right, right. Oh, a little firmer. You would have had that 2 ball.
It's okay though.
Yeah. Well, I
So-
don't think that 7 goes past the 9. So that's going to be his issue. I think you maybe want to get that 1 ball out of there now.
If you can see it, I agree. I think he can. He should be able to see
Yeah.
it. So you do that 1, I think. Then with a
With a little
bottom,
bit of draw.
yeah, draw left.
Yeah.
Try and put that cue
Yeah, and
kind
if
of
he
right
can
by
get
around by the side pocket.
yeah, or even if he can just get back to the middle of the table between the 10 and the 13, that he could bring the 5 down here
Right.
to try to get, the 5 goes past the 14. Maybe it doesn't. I'm trying to get him back on this 2 ball. Oh. Oh, he just moved the 2 ball with his cue.
Yes, he did, and they're talking about putting
Yeah.
it back.
Yeah.
All right. So, like Ray had mentioned earlier, he jumped up there
He
again.
did. He did. He jumped up.
So I was talking with Ray earlier,
Mhm.
and I still remember from that match from when you and Kendall had commented, and you noticed that I was moving a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So now that I've been working on keeping my body steady, I'm actually back to doing the 7-foot draws.
Oh, awesome. Isn't it amazing how if you can correct one thing that you don't realize
Everything
you're
falls
doing
right back in place.
exactly. I know. For me, it's just slowing down my stroke, and by that I mean at the top.
Okay.
You know, you line up. I know exactly where I'm hitting my object ball, but I come back and then come through so fast you lose the
Sure.
line. So hesitating at the top a little bit makes a world of difference in accuracy. Plus, I'm getting better follow through. Oh,
Right.
that was a poke, Darren. That was a poke.
And I've been actually doing more of that with my break, having that pause after I
Right.
draw back on my break,
Uh-huh.
and then just drive right through.
Right. Kendall was helping me with my break a week or so ago when I was in the back room practicing, and actually it really helped, and I was breaking really well. Then I went to league, broke really well the first time. Next league night, broke terrible. I'm like, what am I doing wrong? And it was my weight not adjusting where I was putting my weight
Okay.
forward, where you kind of want to on the break he was helping me with, you really want to put your body weight forward
Mhm.
into the shot and not be like back how you would
It's a-
maybe be
it's a weight-
relaxed in a
it's a
different
weight transfer
yeah,
type
yeah,
thing.
it is. It is.
I do the same type of weight transfer when I throw disc golf, where you transfer from that back foot to the front,
Oh,
and
yeah,
it helps
yeah.
with the drive of power.
Well, now Bobby has an opportunity here.
I like that.
Uh-huh. little bit of a sharp angle, but he
Yeah.
should be okay.
Should be able to control it
Yep.
nice. Even if it comes a little high, he should be able to come down to the corner.
Yeah, you maybe just let it go up and back. Just go up and back. Don't try to hold it. And he did try to hold it. Oh, you better roll.
No, I think he went for the spin there to come around.
Okay. All right. So he's going in the side pocket.
That's tight. That's a hell of a cut.
I think he is. Why would you try to come all the way down?
I don't like the all the way down because of the scratch.
Well, yeah, I know that's it.
But
that cut doesn't bother me. I think well, I shouldn't say it doesn't bother me. I'm looking at the line now. Is that a scratch shot?
Right. And this was one of the pool videos that I have a tendency to watch on YouTube. This is what they call America's favorite scratch shot.
Yeah, I know.
Somewhere at any given time in the world is scratching on this shot.
Oh, sure. Actually, both of them look like possible scratches, but I think you can draw out of either one of those shots. It's just when you've got a really sharp cut and you're also shooting really low, that makes it a little difficult. Oh, it's going to drop. Not 9-ball, though. Here comes Darran. He's got a 13, 14, probably 12, or 15, 12, 9, 8.
Yeah. I like that layout.
Oh, don't get right on the rail.
Oh.
Yeah.
So now you've got the option here on this 14. I almost like a little bit of rail first, but that's right dead on the rail.
Or just stop it for the 15 in the side. Just line up the perfect 15 ball in the side shot and shoot that.
Exactly. So just do a little touch shot, take your punishment.
Don't try to force this. Every time I try to force something that's too straight to try to get my cue ball off the rail, I rattle the pocket and miss the shot.
So it looks like he's going to do a stop shot here. Oh, drag shot.
Oh, he did. Well, I think he wanted to stop, but he didn't stay committed to the stop.
I remember doing that in the tournament the other day. It's just like, and then I kicked myself.
You know, if he cuts this in the side, he's still okay. He can roll back to about where the cue ball back to about where he is for the 12 in the side.
Even a stop shot right there.
Right. Well, yeah.
But it's kind of hard to do a stop shot with that angle. So, I think, he was hooked for the 9, so he's going to take the 12, I guess, now.
Wait a minute. Bobby's at the table. What happened?
I don't know.
What did we miss?
I know.
Didn't Darran make his ball?
Unless there was a double hit or
Maybe
something.
He did. Maybe he fouled and we missed what he called. All of a sudden, I'm like, wait a minute. Bobby's shooting the 8. That was a nice shot on the 8, by the way.
Very nice shot on the
8. So Darran apparently did something on that shot that he fouled or something. And because he made the ball, but Bobby came to the table, so. Hey, Randy, how are you?
So when Ray comes back, we'll have to tell him that there's no Mark Bell money for him.
No Mark Bell money for him? Oh, today.
Oh, he might have called a save.
Oh, he might have. You are right. That's maybe what he was planning on doing, is parking the cue ball behind the 12.
Okay.
We missed it, but yeah, you must be right, Randy.
And that
I knew Darran looked kind of disgusted with the shot, but we just thought he didn't stop it where he wanted to.
Right. That's true. If he had followed there, it would have been ball in hand instead.
No, that's not a frog. It's a little alien that, Damon is carrying around. He's got an alien. Oh, nice break.
Wow.
Well, Bobby, that's a nice break.
That was one hell of a break.
I'm thinking solid.
Yep. All day. Let me go and get that dual view back up. Let's see, do you think that 15 doesn't go by? So yeah, solids all day.
Yeah. I think I'd take the 5 right now. Go down for the, oh, maybe not.
No.
You got to do something with that 8 ball, so that's not it. So you're starting with the 1, I think.
I think so too. Come around
Yep,
and
come
leave
around
for the
from
4 or
top.
3.
Yep, yep.
3 combo is? No. It just looked weird on the overhead view, the angle for a moment.
Oh, yeah.
So now.
Yep, 4 ball.
Exactly.
You just want to avoid the 13. Actually, if he puts a little inside here and just comes back off the rail. Oh, he's going to be
Now
hooked.
you
No.
take the 5.
Now he's got the 5, yeah.
Little follow here, come
Right.
back for the 7 or come around for the 7 or 2.
Right.
Take your pick. I like 5-2-7 personally. And then come down for the 3, but then you got to figure
Yeah,
out what
I'm
is
trying to think of a better way to do this with where the 8 is. Oh, well, a moot point, as they say.
All right, so
Start with the...
I like the 9.
Yeah. Or the 10. Does it cue ball go past the 15?
Yeah, but the reason why I'm saying the 9 is if for some reason you play that ball speed, pocket speed,
Uh-huh.
and if you would have missed, you're more than likely taking that
Right.
pocket control.
Right. Yeah, everything's a little bit of an issue for Darran here.
I would love to see what Darren's solution is going to be for the 15 at this point.
Well, yeah, that's going to be interesting. Okay, so he's going to run down and get behind the 7 for,
Either the 9 or the 14.
I would say he's looking at the 14 in the side. That's too bad. If it rolled another roll, he might have been able to, yeah.
What about this? You take the 9 ball up to the corner, stun it over right between the 14 and 15 to maybe bump the 15.
Yeah, yeah.
You got to put a little, it's not an easy shot, but I think it's his best option if he's looking to go out.
Right. Well, the other thing he can do,
well, or run the 14 all the way down. It's actually easier on the English part.
yeah, I think that's what you do. I think you take the 14 all the way down right now to move that 15. Oh. Okay. I don't think that's going to hit the 15.
No. Now you got to play probably that 9 at pocket speed and just try and hang it in.
I think, hang it in front of the pocket or snug it up against the 5 ball or hit it on the rail and come up to the 5 ball. Well, no, then you got the issue. I'd have to think about this a minute. Oh, he made it. Again, a moot point.
Right.
Okay, so he's going to bank that 15 around the 8.
So you got to kind of hit that 15 on that middle diamond. Maybe a little bit of inside spin on the cue.
Inside. A little bit of inside to get past the 8. And hold the line. Shorten up the line from the rail.
You don't want much English on this.
No.
But you need just a little bit.
Straight.
Actually, I like where he's pointing out for. So you're going to shoot right through it, cue ball aimed right at the diamond. Which would cause that 15 to come just short of the diamond.
Boy, if he makes this and gets shape on the 8, that will be fantastic.
Okay.
All right, an opportunity for Bobby. What are you taking here? I'm taking that 7 in the side all day.
I think I agree with you.
And then, if I could get straight on the
I want the
5.
3. I was going to say, I want the 3 as my key ball here. So I take the 7 with a little bit of straight top, come back across, be pretty much try and land the cue right on the rail.
Oh no. Oh no.
He
Oh
hooked
boy.
himself there.
Well, he
So
can still see the three. He's
now
got
you
to be thankful for that.
yep. So does he have angle or is he dead straight on this three?
It looks like he's got a little bit of angle. I think he's got a little bit of angle.
If he's got angle, I do a little force follow here.
Right.
There you go. Come up, get past that 8.
Oh, I don't know. Is it gonna get there? Ugh, this is gonna be a real
Oof.
first shot. Yeah.
Okay, so on this one, I just shifted gears.
Uh-huh.
Shoot the cue a little bit light. Put the cue kind of so that thin the 5 and put the cue behind the 2. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, that's probably your best shot right here. Yeah, I agree. That's the right shot.
Actually, better yet, it's something like this.
Mm.
I would actually personally would have wanted the cue ball as far down the table as possible.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, now for Darran, is he gonna try and bank this?
I think he is.
It's a lot of risk for the reward.
I know, but what would you do? What would you do? Is there any place to hide?
Snug the 15
I mean,
right up on
even
the 2.
even
Snug the
yeah,
15
but
right up
I
on the 2.
hate that when you're making just things just as bad for you as for the other person. If he puts some high left on this, hits it kind of straight, but puts high left to get it to come past the 2, won't he get the cue ball to come
I
back
know
all the
it.
way down here?
I like that idea. You don't want to bump that 5 or 2
Yeah, you
too
don't
much.
want to
You
bump the
just
5-2. Get the just bank so you can get your 15 past the 2, but put some
bottom right, and you hit on the just half a ball on the right hand side. See what I'm
okay.
thinking?
Yeah, I do. Oh boy.
All right, so he's left him a bit of a combo here,
Uh-huh.
and I mean
And it goes, but
on the
yeah, the cue ball's going to be going the other direction from the 2. The 2's not going to be heading toward the pocket. So what do you do here?
I still do the combo and let the
Mhm.
chips fall.
Yeah, you gotta. Actually, if he just hits it a little low and holds it on the long rail between the side pocket and the corner pocket, the 2 ball will probably go to the opposite corner
I was gonna say I
pocket.
make sure I have enough pace on
Yeah.
here so that two comes even down table.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna find out. He's hitting it middle ball, so it's gonna fly. Oh, he missed it. Oh, but
Did he get the save?
He just got the save.
Oh,
Okay.
he might get past that. That's tight.
Oh, I don't think he can see it. I
Nope,
think he's
he
got to
can't
kick
see
at
it.
it. He's
Looking
got
out
to
at,
kick it.
I was gonna say looking out
Yeah,
here,
looking out
he
at the table,
cannot
you
see
can
that.
see. Yeah. Okay. So are you hitting right about in the middle of the Jester's hat?
Yeah. Or I mean, just knowing for me, and just
Mm-hmm.
how my personal English works,
Mm-hmm.
I would end up coming even all the way down to that next diamond over towards the 15 and put the correct English on it. Because if you come up shallow on it, or
Uh-huh.
you still have a good chance of hitting the 15 at
Uh-huh.
least. But I still call it down there by the 5.
Oh, he's gonna jump.
Oh, okay. I actually like this too because if you hit square on that 15 on the jump,
Mm-hmm.
you don't
Leave the
give
cue
them a
ball
great
over
shot.
here. Yeah. Is he calling the bank or is he trying to cut it? I'd call the bank on
I'd
the
call
jump.
the bank.
Yeah, that's got a better chance of leaving your cue ball right over here on this rail. But, then we always think we're leaving them so
Yeah.
tough, but then they've got a great safety opportunity on you. You
Well,
know what I mean?
Yeah. Now,
Mhm.
this is a half a ball jump, but that 8 ball
Mhm.
still is pretty close. He's got to get it up quick.
Yeah, he does. He's opted for the kick. Oh,
Wow.
wow. Oh, my goodness.
And
What a great shot.
And he didn't leave him much.
I don't think he did. That was a great shot, Darran. Boy, I was way off. I was in the middle of the Jester's hat. He was way over here by the diamond almost.
Yeah, he's calling safe
He
here.
is calling safe, which is probably the smart shot.
So you just try and hang
Yeah.
that cue over by the 8 ball
Right.
someplace.
The
Anywhere.
thing is, he wants to put the ball somewhere that when Darran gets a hit on his 15, he's
Yes.
got a shot on his ball.
Right. The thing about this shot here, though, and I like what he's doing, is because he cannot take that 15 straight down right now.
Right.
I even would have liked a little bit steeper of an angle. A little more to the left or a little more back up table closer to the 8.
I think I'd play safety back. Just try to get the cue ball down in near this pocket, making it a testy shot for Bobby, whatever he decides to do. Even if it's a cut for the 2 in the side, a hard time leaving the ball for the 5.
Right. So I think what I do here is hit that 15 kind of almost dead straight with a lot of follow.
See, I wouldn't do this because if he doesn't make it, Bobby's got an easy out.
He's got it.
No.
Oh no, he don't.
And look at this.
All right.
He can cheat the pocket, I think, on the left side and get the cue ball over.
You got to put a
for
lot
the 5.
Yeah, you're either going to stun this over or you got to do a forced follow and go 2 rails after.
Maybe.
Or like we thought before, big boy pool, and you got to put a lot of top left on and go 3 rails.
I think he can cheat the left side of the pocket and catch the rail on the right side. Don't you think he can get over here on the right side of the side pocket and just take that shot on the 5?
I think so.
I don't know why he's hitting down on this. Oh,
okay.
See, he played the top of the pocket, not the bottom of the
pocket.
Yeah, and
I was thinking if I was going to be playing the top part of the pocket, I would have gone 3 rails.
Well, yeah, exactly. Me too. Get a little bit better angle than that. But you know what? If this works, this works.
And again, first thing, we would have thought that part up, and then we probably would have missed the shot.
Yeah. That's the one thing about commentating. You sound like you really knew what you're doing because you making the shot. Oh.
Jumped up again.
He did. Well, he did not leave it easy for Darran.
So here, I try and run that 15 down in with like bottom outside English. Figuring, okay, I miss. I'm leaving the cue down at the bottom here.
Yeah. Oh, no, you're not going to like this. Oh.
Well, actually.
Okay, not bad.
Set him up for a 50-yard line.
Oh, you know what? I'd probably play it safe here. I'd just hit the 5 and take it off that short rail and get up behind the 8 ball. Make Darran kick out the 15.
I'd have back cut it.
Well, he can do the same kind of thing.
Yeah.
He can do the same kind of thing with a two-way at the bank shot. That looks good. Oh, it's close. But he didn't give anything away.
No.
And he's got his ball sitting in front of the pocket.
They are making each other work at this.
Darren's got to try to put the 15 in front of the 8 down in that pocket speed, whether it goes or not, at least to block the pocket, if nothing else.
I agree. And if he makes it, it's going to be a natural angle.
Exactly. Nice shot.
Great shot.
Nice shot.
All right. Now it's time for a little stroke tester.
Yep.
There you go.
Puts it in.
He's fine.
Darran
He's
Penn
fine.
defending Jester up 4-2 in a race to 7. So do you cook a big? Do you cook for Thanksgiving?
We got a 20-pound bird.
Yeah, I've got a 20-pounder and a 16-pounder because I always make 2. I got
We
so
don't
many
have quite that many
people.
people coming over, but
Yeah. Well, the thing is, for years, I would make the turkeys to take to my mom's.
Mhm.
Everybody brought food, and I'd make the turkey. And my husband would be so mad because all the leftovers are over there. So I got into
Sure.
the habit of cooking 2 turkeys, so we had another one at home.
So with
But
where
this way, people can take stuff home, and
Yeah.
I'll still have leftovers at home.
I work, we still get up like between a 10 and 14-pound bird for free.
Oh, yeah.
So we get a coupon for that over that pig. We just buy the 20 and pay the difference.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I bought a 20-pounder and about a 16-pounder.
Okay. So a couple of years back, I had done a turkey right on my grill.
Oh, nice.
Put it in like a little roasting pan at the time and just cooked it slow that way. But one of these times I want to see, I don't know if the rotisserie I have will hold that 20-pound bird or not.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But if it would,
Right.
I think that would be the right way to go.
Right. Well, years ago, I'd ordered a book called The Perfect Recipe, which it was the premise of the book was the person who put the book together tried many like loved recipes by people, but tried them lots of different ways.
Sure.
So that's why she calls it The Perfect Recipe. She tried all different kinds of ways and then came to what she thought was her best conclusion. And with a turkey, her conclusion was brining the bird. And so I have brined my turkeys every year since then. I buy a brand new bucket every year and soak it in kosher salt for 12 to 20 hours and get a nice juicy
I suppose
bird.
it also gives you a nice crust too.
And I've also tried like fancy brines, you know, with the cloves and the orange and the cinnamon and letting it seep. And no one could really tell the difference between that one and just the kosher salt brine. So that's what I do.
That's something I'm going to have to look at. I don't do a lot of the cooking of the bird anymore. I mean, between my girlfriend now and my ma, they both take over on that one.
Yeah. Well, I also found Julia Child's sausage and cornbread stuffing recipe years ago. Otherwise, I never liked stuffing. Didn't. And it is the best stuffing. It's like one of our favorite dishes.
Bobby
so here we go.
Overcut that.
Oh.
And Darren has big ones here.
He does.
I
start
start
to
the 11.
15.
And
I
was
think I'd be
thinking
the 15.
the only reason I was thinking the 11, it looks like a natural rundown to break the 9 and 14.
Okay.
And
But you don't really have to break the 9 and the 14. I mean, you don't really have to break them. They go.
Yeah.
Oh, the 14, the 9 doesn't. I was talking about the 13, 14.
Oh, that's what I meant,
the
13, 14.
Yeah. But the 9 is the issue, really, maybe.
Yeah. But, I mean, it was just trying to loosen that cluster.
Well,
That's the
he
reason
liked
I
your
was
idea because that's what he did. So now I think, I would take the 14 right now.
I agree with you. I think with that shot there, he didn't solve his cluster problem.
Although, I don't know.
So now.
You know, that 13-14 is touching. And it's not wired technically, but if you hit on the right side of the 13, it's going to put that 14 in. But you still have to contend with that 9 ball. But now you don't because Bobby broke it out.
All right.
And he screwed
I don't
himself
quite
on that
like
round.
where that 1 is.
Yeah, he's got to take the 1 now. He's got to take it.
It's a tight cut to the side, but
I think you take it all the way down.
With the 15
the
sitting there?
15's there. Oh, yeah.
I mean, with the difficulty of the 2 shots, this is one of the few times I would say take the combo. Take the 4-2 combo. It's kind of a little bit of a prey type shot, but
yeah, it's a little too far away to cut that in the side, isn't it?
Actually, no. You'd still take the 1 all the way down to the 15 because you look at the table here.
I know. It's not great. Although, Darran, all he's got to do is see that 13 and he can put that 14 in. I'm convinced of that.
I agree, but you mean
Oh, yeah, he tried to do that.
I
That's
would
not gonna
take the
work.
1 down, knock the 15 in, trying to hold the cue right by that 12 and 10.
Well,
And use those as kind of
he messed
blockers.
up his 1, but he also messed up the 8.
Yep. So there's no real good shot right now to start off here with any of the other balls. I take the 15 and get myself a little better leave on those.
Right. Yep. Yeah.
And I like the way to do this is with top inside, hitting right on the 15 itself. Oh, he's got a combo? Okay.
Oh, boy.
Hey, you know what?
Nice.
You make it,
Yeah.
you're the genius.
Yeah.
So now, like you said, with that
Yeah.
13, 14.
Oh, he's taking the 9.
He's taking the 9. So,
Okay.
you know, can you get past to get that 1 now? I think he
I
can.
don't know. Maybe.
I think he might be able to.
Might be
He's
able
looking
to.
at pretty hard.
I don't know. Look at how close that 7 is, Tim. I don't know if he can get. You think he can? Maybe. We're gonna find out.
Taking the
He's
7.
doing it. No, he's taking the 4.
Oh, okay.
Which that was good to get that out
Yeah.
of there. I didn't even see it. I was focused
All
on the
right.
7 and the 1.
So now, you take the 2.
Yeah.
You're a little straightish here, but you want to try and put that cue center table, so then you can take that 7 or the 1 next. I would prefer to be a little further down where you got that angle for the 1, but give yourself an angle to take that 7 if you have to. All right. So now 7 and you come out. That's gonna come out to the point where it's gonna go 2, maybe 3 rails, and you want to try and because you're back cutting this all day.
Yeah.
Just keep your stroke smooth. It should come around 2.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Oh, boy.
All right.
And he broke out the 8.
Yep. So.
Well, if he can pick that 13 off to the side pocket past the 12, or actually the 14,
like the 14
one of them,
corner.
yeah, 14 to the corner. Yeah,
Either one.
You start there, yeah, just to break those out, because then you can use your 9 to maneuver back up. Well, if he can leave himself for the 14, this works too.
I give myself just enough angle here to nudge those.
Well, there you go. This is
It
the
looks like
hardest
he's-
thing about these shots, even when they're easy, is to get yourself to just still concentrate on making the ball,
Right.
instead of thinking, "Oh, I'm going to get the breakout," and then you miss the ball you're shooting. Oh, he left himself a little wonky here on this 14.
I don't mind
I'd
it though.
actually put some draw on it. I won't want to go forward because that's going to maybe get you on the wrong side of the 9.
Right. Even center ball should be okay.
I put draw on it because then I might have like the 13 to the side
I
as
get
well
what you're
as
saying.
and actually, well, that worked out. Now, if he can leave himself perfect on that,
You take the 9.
yeah, but
You-
leave yourself for the 13 in the side or all the
Correct.
way down, just to get both of those balls moving this direction. You don't want to go back that direction.
Exactly. And I like
And
this.
there you go. Yeah.
So I take this to the side.
Mm-hmm.
Nice touch.
Ah, that was nice, Darran. Oh,
That
he's
was-
going to leave himself perfect here.
Yep, just center ball.
Yep.
Nothing fancy.
Oh, I
Ooh,
would have
left
done a
him.
little bit more than
Yeah,
that. You know what? He had to stretch across the table and then he shot it kind of quick and ugh.
he did. So
Oh
back cut it to
boy.
the side. It's a little dangerous,
I
but
don't like the scratchiness of this either.
I don't either. But
Uh, oh, oh, oh,
oh,
oh. Yep.
so
Oh, and
now
the
it
8
fell.
fell. Now he lost. Oh no. Yeah, he lost. Right? Yeah, you made the 8 and you scratched.
Right. It's like where'd it go?
Mm-hmm.
So yep, that would be a loss, I believe, at this point.
Mm-hmm.
JJ says, Bobby, let's go.
Well, he just got one there. So
Right.
4-3.
So they're
Yeah,
gonna
if
ask
you make
someone.
the 8 ball and you scratch,
They're
you
asking
lose.
Mason on this, so
Yeah.
that's a good person to ask.
Yeah. You make
And
the 8
if
ball in the wrong pocket, you
yeah, but
lose.
the contest, what I heard them saying out there, even through the booth, is that the 8 ball had stopped, and then by the time he got there and walked around, it's still a loss.
It still counts that it dropped in. There's that time, that grace
Right,
period.
right.
I mean, nobody jumped on the table, nobody hit it,
No, no
nobody,
one
nothing
bumped the table.
happened.
No one,
No,
Bobby
yeah,
hadn't even gotten
he
to the
walked
table yet.
away. I mean, it dropped in within about 5 to 10 seconds of the cue ball dropping.
Yep. They're asking. They kind
It's
of.
a loss. Yeah,
So
yeah,
I will mute
you
this.
know, yeah.
All right. So they were there was a little bit of contention that Darren felt that the ball had stopped long enough that he possibly should have been respotted, but really no one touched the table. It was less than 5 seconds, so it is a drop and a loss. And unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to catch the replay. I mean, for our replays to work, I have to hit a button. So they can go back and scroll it and look at the feed, and that's something they could have done. We usually try and stay out of making the calls as the announcers. So, all right. So, Sean had to step out for a moment, but she'll be back. Bobby is breaking. This is one tight match. It's a slugfest back and forth. So, all right. So, Bobby's getting ready to break, and we'll see how this goes. All right, nice little break. Did something fall? 7 drops. So,
I was thinking even
welcome back.
say the cue ball had not dropped, and then before he walked the table, the 8 ball dropped. That would have
Right,
been a win for
right.
Darren.
Okay. So, all right. Welcome back, Sean.
I'm back. For good or not good.
For good or ill, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So, Bobby has chosen to take the stripes here. Looks like, I mean, he's got a shot at the 14 or 11 next. I take the
Mm-hmm.
14 here.
Yeah, it looks like
Match,
you need a little bit of a bump on that 12.
right. Just break the cluster just a little
Yeah,
bit. You
even
don't
if you
need
hit the
much.
8, that would be perfect, hitting the 8 a little
Yeah,
bit. Because
that's perfect. Now you take,
that was the danger of putting the
yeah,
12 behind the
it's
4.
okay. You take the
Yeah.
9 now.
Mm. Oh, Damon's giving Ray a run for his money over there.
I was gonna say Damon, he's gonna be better than Ray, I swear.
Oh, he's phenomenal. We say it all the time, but the kid is instinctually he is so good. And he just left it every time I say that when we're watching him, he left himself tough on this. But he's just going to play it safe.
And
And
he's got
and
very
he
good fundamentals.
instincts. Well, his instincts are immediate. He knows when to play it safe. He knows when to go for it. He's
All right. Well, I mean, at that point, I mean, it's just one of those they have the option or had the option where they could have rewound it.
hmm
JJ said he thought it sat for about 6 seconds and dropped. It was an act of God type thing. It's
hmm
like, I don't know how
It's
that
like,
works.
well, it's like the Tiger Woods
Yeah.
drop. It's you know what? If it's a reasonable amount of time, and I've looked in the rule books about this, it happens. The other person is just coming to the table. They're not
Hmm.
down on the shot or anything, and it drops.
Right.
It's still the momentum of the shot teetering on the edge. You know what I mean?
Right. All right.
Oh, it's a nice
So,
shot. Well, this just
all
might
right.
light a fire under Darran saying, nope, not giving any more away. He knows that he left himself bad on that
Hmm.
8-ball shot. He had the ability to
Nice little
get out
draw
and give
there.
himself an easy 8-ball shot, and he left himself tough.
I think now you take the 3 and hopefully crash the 4.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what you do. Oh, and he wanted to do it. And
It's okay.
what I was talking about, you're thinking about the breakout and you miss the shot that
Right.
you're shooting. Once you know that you're probably going to get the breakout, you just have to
Just
focus
gotta
on the
make the
shot you're
shot.
making. Yeah.
And I think part of that is the last thing we think about on that point, and it's actually backwards,
Right.
is breaking it out.
Yes, and it should not. The last thing has to be you watching your ball go into the pocket.
Hmm. Trust that you got everything
Yep.
set up, that the English that you're or whatever
Mhm.
you're going to do is
Mhm.
the right English. Just stroke and make the shot.
Right. Right.
And that's a very hard habit to break.
Mm. He just pulled that
All
back a little
right.
too much.
Right.
Otherwise, he could have had a crack at moving that 12 ball or just scooting the cue ball down there close to the 4.
Right. You can't
Now he's got to
go.
really go.
Even so, you got that
He's going to hit the
just like this.
6.
You're going to hit
Yep,
the
going
6
to
or
hit
the
the
5. Too
6.
many things blocking.
Yep. Now you got to try to squish it in there between the 4 and the rail. You got to hit the rail and hit the 4, and you have to hit it kind of solid, and it could spin right in.
Right. And the problem is if, even if he goes and just kind of tries to bump the 4 in, he puts himself in one ball hell.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, I would have tried to go inside that 4 all day.
Yeah, because if
I
nothing
was
else.
playing with my son one time, and Scott, and
Hmm.
we had a similar shot to that, and I called it, and he's like, "That's never gonna go, Mom. That's never gonna go." And I shot it, and it went in, and he was like, "Oh."
Okay, so it went. So I don't know if I like this. I would have done the 4 first.
Yeah, I wouldn't have worried about. Yeah, I don't like it either. At that point, trust yourself. You got 4 easy shots out there on the table. Take
Right.
them and get yourself a good, easy position off from that 4 ball.
Right. All right. So at this point,
He's got the same
Bobby,
shot. Get
kind of the same
inside the 4
shot.
ball. Just do it.
Well, actually, follow it.
I don't know. The 4 is not. It's not deep enough in the pocket for me to feel good about it following it.
Yeah, but nothing else, you take back control of the
Well, he did.
pocket.
He did. Yep, he did. All right,
So,
Darren, this is do or die for you.
6 side.
Mm-hmm.
Just stop it. 5 side, 3.
Actually, the smart shot's probably all the way down.
All right, now
But
I
it's
don't
gonna
take
work.
the 5. I take the 3.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd maybe take the 5 and leave the cue ball on the rail and get that angle on the 3 to get my cue ball
Okay,
down on
I
that
like
side.
that. I like that.
That's a nice shot. Nice stroke.
Oh God, beautiful. Now, with this angle, just straight
Yeah,
top.
yeah,
2
yeah, yeah.
rails.
He'll
Straight
get
top,
over on
2
the other
rails.
side. Yep, because I don't know why I was thinking. Oh,
But you gotta
boy.
make the shot
Yeah,
too.
you gotta make the shot.
And
oh,
he
he's,
knows it.
he's disgusted with that. Well, this is an opportunity for Bobby to tie this up.
He's a little straight, but I think he can cheat this just enough.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Darren was thinking about the 8 when he was shooting that
Yeah.
5.
He was.
Ooh, he
Oh.
gave that a lot of snort and put himself on the 50-yard line. Okay.
He put bottom in that, and I
Yeah.
think that was one where I would have done just straight
Mhm.
top or top inside.
Oh
All
boy.
right.
Oh boy. Well, I have a feeling Darren is not going to let this one get away.
No. So
He could probably even just do this really cheat it as much to the bottom of the pocket here and nice and slow roll, and oh, he's going to do it different way and it's going to work
I
out
do
fine.
like it.
Yeah. Yeah, I should know better. Every time I think I'm going to try to hold something, I just get myself in trouble. Like, why? Just use the rail. Just go down and come back.
And I agree. I mean, now he's got a little funny angle
He
here.
does. He does.
Especially being on the rail.
Yep. Yeah,
So
I would go side.
I go side.
I would go side. Oh, he overcut it.
Wow.
Oh, and he's going to give him a setup here.
Alrighty. So here we go.
Here we go. Wheels came off a little bit for both of these guys in this game.
Yeah.
Feeling the pressure a little bit.
And the same problems we've seen really from the beginning.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Kind of jumping
Kind
up
of
a
jumping
little.
up a little bit. Yep.
Overthinking things
Yep.
a little.
I'm not used to seeing that with Darren. He usually stays way down. Bobby, I don't know his game.
I seem to remember seeing him shoot once before,
Uh-huh.
about 6 months to a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy's a very good shot.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was in one of our weeklies that I shot against him.
Right. Well, all tied up in a race to 7. Bobby's racking and breaking.
That race to 7 is now a race to 3.
Yep. I didn't get to see what happened in that game. I don't know if Ray or Damon won that game, and they're not like keeping score up above.
Nope,
They do it on
with
their
the- with-
phone, so
with
I
the
can't
app
keep.
now.
Yeah, so I can't see what's going
Well,
on.
I can find out.
Okay, find out.
As long as I got a good Wi-Fi connection, shouldn't
Alright,
take
good.
too bad. So, let me see if I can get it to the app quick. There. Alright. Not even in the showing the tournament part yet, but it'll take a few moments.
Oh, they're on the little break.
Yep, they're
Yep.
taking their little break,
Okay.
so do we want to take a little trip around?
Yeah, let's take a trip around the world
All
here
right.
again. Fong's right in front of us.
You get control of the joystick now, so we
Okay.
should be on that camera.
All right.
That way I can look things up.
Well, why am I not? Am I supposed to be seeing
Oh,
it
I
over
got
here?
transition it.
Thank you.
I just was messing with you, Sean. You know,
Okay.
sounded good.
Oh, here's Fong. Oh, he's not happy with that leave.
So today's the 24th, and I can bring up the bracket here in just a moment.
Oh, it's a well played safe, I think, Mr. Fong. Let's go over here. Oh, he's playing Craig Fowler.
Who is?
Fong is.
So
Okay, there's Damon and
Ray
Ray.
and
Ray at the
Damon are in a
table.
race to 3, and I don't see a live score right now
Oh,
yet
well,
for 'em,
that's funny.
so.
Well, I know they played at least one game, if not a couple.
But Damon took down Dave Berg at 3-2.
Okay, Dave shoots good.
Yeah, and then Ray had taken Jim Quella out at 3-0. And the winner of this match between Damon and Ray gets to play the Great Mason Cook.
Oh.
That's another good match going on right now. Is Marty and David on table 5.
I'll scoot over there after I watch Ray shoot this
Yeah,
shot.
they've started up though over by us again.
Okay.
So let's
Oh, they
go
have.
back.
Okay, so now we need to go back.
I got her here.
All right, very good.
There. Now I'll just finish with it while in transition to get that back. There we go.
Was this right after the break? Did he shoot?
I didn't have a chance to see
Okay.
much.
Yeah. Because, wow, what a break if this was just the break. Nice break anyway.
I just happened to look over and they were
Yeah.
back at the table.
Oh,
So all right, so he's gonna take this tough 7 ball or 1.
The 1.
The 1.
And I think he can see the 4 on the side.
Yep. So you slow roll this too, I think. Then leaves you for either the 3 or the 7. And the only reason I say either is in case you roll a little too far.
Uh-huh.
I take the 7 now here, I think.
Oh, that little bump on
I
the
love
11
that
helped,
bump.
and it actually gave him a little bit better angle on that 7. I think I'd take the 6 here.
Yes, I forget. I didn't see that 6. Actually,
With a little bit of a stop or even a little bit of a draw.
right.
And then the 7, and then the 2 with maybe a little bit of draw.
Or, actually, I like the 7 with a just got slow roll
Well,
that 7.
he could
come
do the
up with
7 too and come all the way up and go back with the 6 to get
That's
the
what I was
leave on
kinda
the
thinking.
8. Yeah. Let me take the draw out a bit.
Or you just
you
power
just do
follow the 6.
that. Yeah, wow.
All right, now you
Now
take
the
the
2 ball. Yeah. that decision was easy.
That makes that
Yeah, wow.
was-
Bobby's come alive here.
that was a straight fire shot.
Yeah, it was. That was one of his best shots I've seen of the day.
I honestly feel so far that's been the shot of the match.
Yeah. He's shooting really confidently now that he's tied this up.
All right.
And he's got a
Just a
chance for his first lead here.
Just a little touch here, or
Uh-huh.
or you stun it out and take the 8 in the same
I
pocket.
think you just stun it with a little bit. I put a little bit of right on it just to kind of hold it. I don't like,
You just
too
gotta
low
make
in,
sure you
yeah.
get past center table and not bump the 8.
yeah. Oh, you're going to roll around to the other side of the
I was
8.
gonna stun it
I was
straight to
just
the
gonna-
other side.
I was just going to stop it. I'm just going to stop it.
Kind of depends on how.
Oh, see, that is a danger.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I think I play safe
it's-
here.
it's
I
one-
just touch that 13 and off the rail, and I park that cue ball right behind it and make him go. Well, there's always that danger. Go up and back, and he could make the 7. But I think that's what I would do. I would
Mhm.
play the odds here. I'd play safety.
I agree. Trying to think if there's a good 2-way somehow here.
Oh my God,
Sean has a 2.
Damon just made a jump 8-ball shot on the
Nice.
rail. Why are we never
All
showing that
right.
when that
Well,
happens? I
here
think
we
he won
go.
that match.
He's gonna try and
oh no,
he's gonna try and cut that 13, or is
he
he gonna
did.
safe it?
Damon won the
He
match.
went for the safe. Wow, that kid's beaten.
He's pretty happy.
He beat
He's
the
pretty
people's
happy.
champ.
Hey Ray, we saw that 8-ball shot.
Like, oh my God.
Oh, funny. Oh, funny.
All right. Okay.
Okay, and that, well,
You know,
uh,
you know what I kind of like here?
playing another safe.
Yes.
Yeah, so do I. So
But
do
if
I.
could I figure out a way to end up doing it where it develops that 12?
Yeah, you almost have to do it in a way that
Here's
he's got
what-
a good
actually-
chance of hitting
actually,
the 7.
You know what I like?
Hmm.
I would take the 14 here, crash into the 7-12.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that works. Oh, now he's going to do it.
Yep.
That was his plan all along. Is
I
there
got-
enough space between that 8 and that 13 for him to go to that upper right
He's
pocket?
got to get almost right on
Or
that
maybe
top
he's
diamond.
just got to use the 10 ball to float down to the rail and take the 13
I
to
was
the
going to say,
opposite
for
corner.
the 13, he's
That would be
almost
the
got to get
safer
the cue
way.
down to
Yeah.
the top diamond
Yeah.
on that long rail.
Uh-huh. Oh,
Really?
I don't get it, Darren.
I'm going to just trust he's got a plan.
Well, maybe he's just going to play another safe, and then he's going to use the 14 to break out the 12 after he gets another safe.
That I can see.
If Bobby does not get a hit.
He's sitting nice for a lockup save
He
here.
is. He's sitting really good for a lockup save.
Did I just hear that right?
I think so.
Got
Yeah,
Ray
3-0.
3-0.
Yeah. But the coup de grace was the jump 8-ball.
Yes. See, now one thing I really remember about Damon is I was here for his first tournament.
Uh-huh.
And there was some...
And you're right. Look, he did.
Yeah. There was some controversy that went on in the first match that he played, and I got to play him in the losers bracket on the second match. And I was helping him out, saying, "Hey, you know what? There's some saves that you probably could have played here in this." He turns around on the last game, and he saves me tight. And he ended up winning the match. So I mean, I look at it this way: I was responsible.
You're helping
for
him on his journey.
I was responsible for his first match win.
He's gonna get his attention, but he's going the other direction. Okay, here we go.
All right, so back to the action here.
And I mean, the danger with this is he can't. Oh, he's not going to kick at it. He's going to just get a hit.
Yeah.
Unless he called it back behind the 8.
Good jump.
Maybe he did. I don't know.
And look, it looks like a jump. Yeah. All right. So everything's got a pocket.
Yep.
You think you'd start with the 13.
I think you do, only because I don't want to come back down, and they're so close. You don't want to get in a wonky position.
Right.
With the two of them.
13, maybe with just a little bump
Bit
on
of
the
draw.
15.
And then I'd actually come back with a little bit of draw, and then take the 14 and then the 12. I don't like having to come back and getting position perfectly on the 13, 15.
So now here.
He's going to come. He's
with
going
the
to
12,
come,
two rails come high, take the 13 side.
Yeah. Okay, this will work. Get off the rail. Okay.
I like that.
It'll work. It'll work.
It's
He's
a little
got to
funny
come
for
down.
the
He's
angle,
got
but he'll be fine.
He's got to come up and back.
Even if he just happens to bump that 15 toward the side, I mean, he got greedy.
No, Darren.
He got greedy.
That was not. Now he's throwing his arms up. He knows. What? What was that?
All right. So then this is a stun follow where you just come back across and I put the 8 in the same.
And Bobby's feeling it now. He knows that
Yeah.
he's got a chance to.
There you go.
Yep.
Now just make the pile.
Mm-hmm.
Really don't have.
Nothing
Just place.
fancy.
Yep. Make
Just
the
make the
ball.
ball.
Pocket
Mhm.
speed.
Mm-hmm.
There.
Oh, I
Well,
don't believe it.
I don't know if that 13 goes by though, but you know what? That's still the shot I'm taking.
Well, exactly. Yeah.
You gotta pay
You
it
got
with.
to get it inside of that
So,
8 ball. Yep.
and with enough speed to basically leave the cue down by this rail,
Mm-hmm.
bottom rail.
Oh, he's taking the 15.
Oh,
Oh.
You
Oh,
know?
no. Oh, boy. Oh,
rail first, 8 balls corner.
it's got to be. It's got to be a kick. Darran is just kicking himself. He
Yeah.
knows that the wheels have come off a little bit. He's got to regroup.
Yep.
And he's got to hope that he's got a chance here.
Yeah, if I'm Darren, I'd take a short break after this.
Yeah.
Just gotta ground and reset.
Right. Nope.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Darran. The thing is,
Hey,
I don't
nope.
think. Oh, the 13 does go past the 8.
I take the 15 off the 8.
Oh, I take the 13 first. If it goes clean past the 8, I take the 13 with a little bit of. Oh, okay. We're just gonna let Darran do his thing.
15 off the 8 opens it up for the 13. I would have left a little more angle.
He's just gonna do it
Oh,
old school.
wow.
He's just gonna go short side old school. He should be able to make this
Yeah, he
without
should.
a problem.
That's
just
just a
not
just a-
letting it get in his head.
Just a little foul, and he's got this.
No, the reason why I say, oh no, Darran. The reason why I say I would have it went clean, I would take the 13 with a little bit of low, gets
Mhm.
my cue ball out here,
Sure.
which means then I've got 15-8 piece of cake.
I like what you said
and
there.
I'm not leaving I'm not leaving the shot for my opponent.
Right. And what I was looking at was the other way where you use the 15 to bump the 8.
Mm-hmm.
And you set yourself initially with a
What I don't like
natural
about that
angle.
is, are you exactly sure where the 8's going to end up? That it's opened it up for your other ball.
I get
Are
what
you
you're saying.
sure?
Well, it's better than the alternative.
Well, this is Bobby's first chance at going in the lead on a race to 7. We've got a testy one here, people. I don't like
I like
the
the
instability of this
I was gotten a
shot. Oh, that's why I didn't like it.
That's why
Bobby,
I
doesn't
would
he
grab
use a? Oh, you know what? He put his extension on.
Oh, you did?
He did.
That's still a hell of a stretch.
Darran's standing there with a smile on his face like he can't believe he got this chance again. Oh, my goodness. And Bobby, that was your chance to take the lead. Oh, okay.
So did I ever tell you what I was taught with these hangers like this when you want to try and just make sure you don't scratch?
I had the rail and the ball at the same time.
I aim for the darkness between the two.
Oh.
Because there's not enough room for 2 balls to go there.
Right. Yeah, that's
Aim
true.
for the darkness between the
yeah,
two.
That's good. That's a good rule. I mean, I never go right at the ball in the pocket if I can help it. I mean,
Right.
sometimes you do have to draw out of the pocket, or it's so deep in the middle you have
Right.
to do that. But I will always use the rail because I know any little touch of the ball is putting it in the pocket, and then my cue ball can't follow it.
We haven't used this view very much today, have we?
Mm-mm. Well, Darran retakes the lead in what turned out to be a very ugly game.
Yes. There was nothing clean
I
about
don't
that
think we
game
can
from
even
either player.
count on all of our fingers the mistakes made by each of those
I'm
players.
sure both players are.
Oh, I know.
I think they're both kicking
What's
themselves
going on
here.
with it?
I have no idea. I didn't do this.
You're the
That was.
driver. I'm blaming you for that
I'm good.
blurriness.
I'm
Look
good.
at that nice break in nothing.
I was gonna play. I'm gonna blame Chris G because he's the one who set up the cameras.
Okay. All right, what are you taking here?
You know,
I think I'm taking
definitely
stripes.
stripes. I personally would have liked the 11 first, but sometimes it's just a matter
Well,
of
he
though.
left himself a little wonky on this one.
14.
Oh, yeah,
14 or 11, either one.
yeah.
So here we go.
That's oh.
Oh.
Give it a couple of minutes. It might drop
Right?
Well, not a couple of minutes, a couple of seconds.
That's one of the
Truly,
things.
it was less than 10 seconds.
They're testing to see how deep
They
the shelf
are.
is on
They
these
are.
pockets.
Yeah. And you know, they're deep, but I think the corners are a little bit deeper than the sides.
Mm-hmm. Used all of that pocket.
He did.
Now,
I
Yeah.
probably would take the 2 to follow the 11 in. It's sitting very deep in the shelf, and that would have gone, and it would have opened it up for the 7.
right now he's almost got to take the 4.
Mm-hmm. That 2 ball followed that 11 so easily, it's not even funny.
Okay, now, before you take all these ducks off the table, you take that
Yeah,
7 into
yeah.
11.
Yeah, I think you do. Mm-hmm.
As it is, he still might be leaving. Miss Ray would say duck soup.
Right.
He's going to back cut this 5.
Mm-hmm. Oh, overcut.
He jumped again.
He did. Darren, you're jumping.
Maybe you should change his name to Frog. Don't tell him I said that.
I think he'll watch this, listen to the stream, and he's going to know you called him Frog.
That's okay, Darren. I have the same problem.
Oh, JJ said, I rewound the 8 seconds.
Yeah,
6
that-
seconds
that
to
was
drop. It
earlier.
was an act of God, yeah. Okay. Well, it would have been a win. Would have been a
Yes.
win for Darren if the cue ball had not gone in. So
Nice little shot there.
are you really congratulating that shot? Come on.
Yeah, why not? I mean, I'm meaning more for the leave. I'm meaning more for the leave.
Okay.
You know, the shots look so simple, but then you gotta still get your leave out of
I
them.
know.
And it also goes to one of those where no shot is as difficult as it looks on a cut shot. Even those easy ones, you can't take them for granted.
Right. Oh, you drew that back nicely for that 15.
Yep. Now, where do you leave it? What do you do?
I think you follow. You follow around 2 rails and come back out to the center of the table if you can
Yeah.
give it that much snort, which I would.
How straight is he? That's
Oh,
the
maybe
question.
maybe he's straighter than I think. I thought there was a little bit of angle. I thought he had 2 rails to play with. But smooth, not pokey.
Okay.
Oh. That is
Now he's
not where I thought the cue ball was going.
He's going to have to pretty much back cut this 9,
Yeah,
especially if he's going to try and stay on offense.
right.
No, Sean, some of my favorite matches have been against you.
Oh, I know. You're thinking about the one where you 3-fouled me and I was really pissy about it.
What I do a thing like that?
Yes, because there is not anything I detest more in this game than getting 3-fouled. Oh, yeah, they were good ones too. I mean, I didn't have much of a chance of getting a hit on those.
No, the first time I three-fold someone, though, it was at a time when I got angry at them.
Mm-hmm.
It was not you, by the way.
It would be okay if it was. I mean, I am competitive, and so sometimes I get a little crabby. I don't like to lose. You'd think I'd win more. The fact that I just really hate to lose.
I don't mind when the other person earns it.
Well, yes, it is. It is in some respects acceptable, but it still doesn't make me happy.
Right. It's just
Okay.
easier to move on from those
Right.
games when they earn it.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like if they earned the game, I did my job.
Right. Okay, what's Darren doing here? You playing a safety? Oh, oh, just
Okay.
about had it.
All right.
Okay. Boy, where's
don't
that
think
14 go? Anywhere?
I
Doesn't
think
really
it's
go past the 8,
I
does
think
it?
I thought it slid by the 8. I'm sorry.
Maybe.
It might slide by the 8. I can't really tell from looking out at the table
Right.
itself.
Yeah, no, I can't
Just
really
not
tell
quite the
either.
right
Yeah,
angle.
you're
but-
right. It might. I mean, you have to slow roll it to the long rail and hope for it to drop. Oh, he just
All right. Well, tied
There
up
is
to
a
7.
mess. That is a mess. Oh
What
boy,
do
what do
we
you do
do?
with that? Oh my goodness,
You
what do you
cheat
do?
the 1 into the side with draw.
I think you play a safe on the 2. You cut it as thin as you can and get it past the 8. It does go past
Oh.
the 8, doesn't it?
I see what you're saying.
Well,
Now-
actually, I
Now maybe I
think-
save, but I just
yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, I think you play a safe.
safe
You
develops
just
to
follow
7.
that 2 ball. Just follow. I think you
Oh.
follow the 2 ball and get
I
behind
wa-
the 8.
And I was thinking a little different. I was just going to kind of play the weak type safe where you put the cue at the opposite end of the table.
I like that.
That works, though.
I like that. Now he's got to kick at it, which moves
Mhm.
everything away from his 7.
Right. And if you fall on this, you take the 7 to the corner at the bottom right if it goes by. If it doesn't, I think you
Oh
take
yeah,
it to the...
it should go. You mean goes by the 8
Yeah.
down here?
Right.
Yeah, I do that and set yourself up for the 2s, and
Yep.
give yourself just a little bit of angle to come off of the long rail and give yourself that easy 8-ball shot.
So
And
now
that
I have
is
a
assuming.
question for you.
So, do you even move those balls?
So now I have a question for
Yeah.
you. What is a toos?
What's a 2s?
Yeah, you just called the 2 ball a toos.
The funny
Hey
thing
everyone,
is-
I just got
the-
Miss Grammar.
the funny thing about that is you knew what I was talking about.
Yes. All right, so he got a good
Okay,
hit.
He did.
Now,
All right. Oh boy. Yeah, he made it interesting for getting that leave on the 2 ball. The 2s. The 2s.
7 ball, top left, come up
Yeah.
and back.
Yeah.
Biggest thing here is missing the 14.
Oh, he hit that good. Oh.
Oh.
He did hit it good. And the outer point didn't like him. Oh boy. I don't know if he can
He can-
hold the cue ball behind the 8.
That's her.
Oh, I just don't think he can. But he
No,
might be able to.
but- Can you come somehow back up and round and on that top rail? Right on, dead on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, he did the best that he could, but
Yes.
Bobby's got a very good opportunity here. Because he could
Very
get a
good
natural leave on the 9 from making this 14.
Right. It's still a stroke tester. You have to
It
shoot
is.
this with
It is.
confidence and
Yep.
a
Yep.
pure stroke.
Yeah, you can't puppy it. Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Oh. Oh, boy.
Will it bump the 2? It did a
Oh,
little.
well,
Now he's got cut,
yeah. Oh,
but that's a
boy.
scratch, I think. Potential scratch
Oh,
here.
yeah.
That's sitting real funny.
Oh, he just might play it safe. Push the 9 down and try to get your cue ball over on this left-hand rail and make it just a challenging 2-ball shot.
I like stunning it over to the left, personally, or what he just did there.
Oh, he made a nice shot, or almost. Oh boy.
I think he was just trying to safe and hold it on the 2.
I think so. Well, he played that really well. And Darran is thinking, what can I possibly do to not give him a shot?
Right?
Oh, can he just skim the 2 and get it like up
Take
against the 8 somehow so that he's kind of taken away the easy 8-ball shot?
take away the 2 or bump the 2 like he's gonna kind of almost hold it, go to the side. A little bit of
I mean,
inside
if he can
English.
just even move the 2 a couple of inches and you give the fact that he's going to get a 9-ball shot, that he maybe won't get a leave on the 8, or it won't
Right.
be easy for him to get the 8.
All right.
Okay, well, this looks like it might be
That
a
was a
done
touchy
deal.
shot no matter
Yep,
what.
yep. I think we might be looking at a tie game.
You ever see a heavyweight fight? I think we just saw one.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Yep, we're going to
Very
be
nice
looking at a
stroke right in center table.
tied up game. It's a good one, folks. What time is night supposed to start?
4:45 ish.
Oh, we got time.
4:30, I think. 4:45,
Yeah,
something like that.
we're a little before. We should be able to. Well, never
3
know.
games.
You never know.
I was gonna say it's a race to 2.
Yeah, it is. It's a race to 2.
All right, so now that's something when I'm playing my matches on my weeklies I should stop doing too.
What's that?
Looking at my phone all the time.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Keep my eyes on the table more.
Right.
You even watch, any of the players on TV and such, they're sitting there and they are eyes glued to the
Yep,
table when
yep.
it's not their turn.
Oh my goodness, Mason just had a fantastic out if he makes this 8-ball.
All right,
Damon
let's
has
see
met
what
his
we
match.
got.
Okay, there's a
14
ball
dropped.
down. Got a little bit of a cluster there.
A little bit.
A little bit. Okay. Can't tell what that 7-ball looks like.
7
Oh,
ball?
I don't know. What's Darran asking us?
I have no idea.
We didn't, whatever it was, we didn't see or hear.
I have no idea. So. So, all right, we're back.
Yeah, if he just hit one ball with his cue, that's not a foul.
No.
Unless another bit crossed where another ball would have come through the path.
Right. Was it in
And it's a 7-inch path, so it's quite large, a
Right.
7-inch circumference.
So, all right, so 5-ball first. Uh-oh. That would be a spot, I
Do you
believe.
need anything?
I'm good for now.
I would take a can of Diet Pepsi with a glass of ice, please. Thank you. Okay, what happened here?
He made a
made the eight
ball
ball.
and
He made
pocketed the 8.
Oh, that's a loss.
Yep.
Well, that was a quick one.
Yeah,
I gotta
so
pay attention. I
now-
missed that. I missed the thing on the
yeah,
break.
Darran
and I
got
missed
given
this,
a gift.
Okay, he did. Yep.
Darran is the first one to the hill.
Mm-hmm.
So all right. All right, so Darren's getting ready to break. It's weird. This thing's always going trying to. It's Darren's fault because it did the last time when he was at the table and I did this. It's that loud shirt of his.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, nice break. Wow,
That is
Darran, you
beautiful.
got that down. You do.
So I am looking at this and I kind of like saw slightly more. Now, let's
Especially
go
if
and
that
hit
5-ball goes past.
Let's hit the
Does
overhead
it?
here.
Does a 5-ball go past? Oh, yes,
Yeah,
it
5-ball
does.
goes fast, so I
Oh,
definitely
yeah.
am
See,
liking
I
the.
don't like that 9. So you'll start with the 2-ball, I would assume.
Yes.
Yeah, me too. And he's going to go stripes. If there'd been a better angle on the 11 that I could have broken the 9 out,
I agree.
I would have gone with that, but
So, I mean, before I would have even thought about stripes, and then you got the 13 being blocked by the 2.
right. Well, actually the 13 doesn't worry me too much cuz that'll go off the rail off the 2.
True. But still.
I know. And now not a great angle for doing that.
Well, he's going to try it anyway.
Yes. Yep. Well, he took over
And
the
he has
pocket
taken on. Yeah.
and didn't leave much of anything there.
All right. So,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I do here?
What would you do here, Tim?
I would try and pocket that 13. Hit the 3, 2,
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
pocket the 13.
Yeah,
Send the,
yeah.
Just make sure you don't bump that 9.
Right. Yep, and he's gonna do just what you said.
Just like
Yep,
that.
that's good play. Very good play.
He might see that 12, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. You don't want to take more balls off the table
No.
without doing something with that 9.
Right. So what do you do to develop this? Try and position. I mean, you gotta try and figure out a way to position a ball so you can crack things out.
I think you maybe go off the rail at the 12 and move it closer to that pocket, so
I
you've
like
got a
that
breakout
idea.
ball.
I like that idea.
That I didn't like. I don't know what he was doing there. Do you?
He was trying to play some sort of safe.
Oh.
So in that respect,
Well, he did kind of mess him up a little
right?
bit.
It makes things. This makes life tough.
It does, but it also made it tougher for him on that 15. But I suppose he thinks with the only 3 balls on the table and that 9 tied up.
Right, and I mean, you're looking at this. If he shoots the 4 to the side, there's a chance he breaks this out.
Right.
If you shoot the 6, so it's kind of like one of those where it's like, make them take the shot you want them to take.
Right.
So Bobby
now-
played a good shot there with that 4.
Yeah.
Locked it and tied back up that 12 ball. So now again, though, I think you have to end up
I think
hit that 12-4.
Yep. No, I think I'm running my 15 ball down there to that right where he's doing.
Okay. Yep.
I actually would have wanted it sitting a little bit more in the pocket, but that's the idea.
I get
And
what
I
you
would have followed
I
the
like
cue
that.
ball more to hopefully get it down,
Mm-hmm.
you know, closer to the rail and not give them just puppies to shoot at down here. But
Let him take the puppies off.
okay.
The more puppies he takes off, the more you brings the advantage back to you.
Yeah, if he's not doing something here to try to come back and hit that 12 to move his 4,
Right?
he's going to be in trouble. So he wants to get the angle on one of these balls that he can use the rail to come back at that 4-ball, 12-ball situation.
And really, right now, if I'm hit, or before that shot, I would have taken that 5 first and bumped out that 6. You got 2 clusters you got to take care of.
Don't take these balls that are out in the open, because it's not helping you. It's not a win if you have more balls off the table.
Exactly. It's not like in leagues
You
where
know,
you
you
get
might
a
as
point
well
per
lose
ball.
with 7 balls on the table because it scores the same.
I don't know. I'm looking at this and I still think I want to take the 5. It sets up possibly for a tough shot to the 6, but I still think I want to take the 5.
Right.
You either are bumping into
Well,
that
right
9,
now
6.
he's maybe got that angle on the 3 ball to come back and knock into that 12-4.
Yeah, there's that.
Let's see what happens here.
Okay, comes
Thank you.
around.
Oh, I'm sorry, Diet Pepsi. Yeah, yeah. Would you put my order into go, my food order? I'll have the tenderloin steak salad, medium, blue cheese
All
parmesan,
right, so
and French dressing.
this leaves a pretty tough situation.
Blue cheese, yeah, thank you.
All right, broke things up a little bit, developed that 12 and 4. Darran is in a tough spot here. I think you just
I
nudge
gotta
the.
play safety.
Yeah, you got to.
Just if you can roll up, if you can hit the 15 to kind of roll up to the 6. No, that one I wouldn't move.
No, I would have taken the.
I know what he's thinking though. Oh shoot,
You
he
know,
rolled too far. He would.
but you look at it, I mean, he's got.
It's okay if he can get down on the
okay.
15. He can pop that 9 out. And the furniture's going to get moved right now anyway. And I think the smart shot is for him to put that 15 in,
Right.
but to call a safe. Oh no, I wouldn't do that. Oh well. Well.
Tie him back up.
Mm-hmm.
So now.
Making that 12 doesn't help him at
No.
all. So you got to do something else. Even if you're just pushing that 9 ball out, it's going to push the 15 probably down past the 4, and that's what you need right now. Don't make that 12 ball, Darran.
Don't make it.
No.
But why did you make it?
Why are you making that ball? Oh, he called a safe.
Oh, okay.
But you could call a safe and not make the ball.
Right.
But now you're relying on your opponent to open up your balls and give you a
What
shot.
I would have liked there is say you put that 12 ball nearer to a pocket. That would have been it.
Yeah, you could have played a little inside on it, get it off
Mhm.
the rail, and put it up near the side pocket or something.
Right. So. This is a tester.
Not bad.
Not bad. Still has the 6,
Yeah,
but
he does have the 6.
he did what he could.
Yep. And the 9's in a tough spot.
I think I do the 6 with just a little draw here.
And get in front of the 9 for the 4.
Yep.
Wow. Oh boy.
That was the shot
He
I was
had it.
thinking.
Well, this is it. Darren's got to come for the 9 ball because he
Yes.
can win this right here by pocketing the 9 ball. But you want to follow it quite a ways so you don't have such a sharp. Oh, I think you want to follow. Oh. Yep,
He's mad
that
at
hurt
himself
him.
on
Yeah,
that
he is
one.
mad at himself.
So now, if you're confident in that 4, which I would be, I do that first. Then it's either the 5 or the 6.
Then. Yeah, it's easy then. Yeah, you make that 4 ball and the rest of it's easy. Thank you, my dear.
There it goes. 5 ball, 6 ball. I take the 5 first.
Yeah, I would too.
And then even if you leave yourself close to the rails, I like that 45-degree angle that you get there to get on the 8.
Yep.
Every
Like
ball
that.
is a rail.
Hey,
Oh,
Ray.
there's Ray. Ray, who was beating up on you out there?
I just won my last match.
You played Fong?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he did
okay.
not like it.
I'm sure he did not.
And I've played Fong. We've battled many times in cribbage, in video
That's fine.
games.
He's fine.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. No, Fong doesn't like to lose. I don't like to lose either.
It's been a slugfest, Ray. Both
I got
of them
here just
have.
in time. Yeah.
Both of them had been a little battered
okay,
and bruised.
it is hill. Yeah,
What a
Darren
match.
had a chance here. He did not hit his 9 ball properly. They had an issue a couple of games ago. Darren tried to cut the 8 ball into the side pocket and it hung in the pocket and he scratched in the corner. And before the other shooter could come to the table and shoot, it was like 5 or 6 seconds, the 8 ball dropped. And they asked us and we're like, that's a loss. That's, it dropped. It would have been a win if you hadn't scratched. It would have been the same thing.
Right.
Wait a minute. Say it again. So a shot happened.
The shot happened. He walked away from the table, and it was 5 seconds, 6 seconds later, and the 8 ball dropped.
Wow.
It was sitting in
so
the
the
side
8 ball was
pocket.
hanging.
It was hanging. Yep.
And 5 seconds after everything came to rest.
Yep.
8 ball dropped and the shooter had scratched.
Wow. I'd like to know the time there, actually.
6
was
seconds.
Was it 4 seconds or was it 6?
It was
JJ
said it was about 6.
One of the viewers said it was 6.
Ooh, okay. So that is a big distinction in my opinion. I know there's different rule sets, and I do know one of those rule sets had I think it was 5. It could have been 3, but at most like a 5-second rule on that. Like if the table's at rest,
Wow.
5 seconds have
nice
passed,
break.
and a ball falls, it respots.
Okay.
But that's an old set of rules that I don't even know exist anymore. But at one time that makes this like ultimately a hard thing to rule on.
Right. And then there's the thing that Pat had taught me is we try our best not to do the rulings. We can tell them, hey, you can go back to the tape and see what you got with the live feed and go from there and make a ruling between themselves or ask someone out there that's impartial.
Let them decide, yeah. So what did they decide?
Well, they kind of asked us, and I
We
mean,
told
to us
them it
it
was
looked
a
like it was a
loss.
thumbs down because it looked like it was about
And I
4
said
seconds.
I would have called it a win if it had dropped and you hadn't scratched.
Yep.
Wow, I'm gonna have to watch. I'm gonna have to watch it on replay later now. That's so interesting. I've seen a ball fall, late like that. We've all seen it,
Yep.
and but right around that 5-second mark, and it happens to be the 8 ball, and it happened to be a scratch as well. It's like
Oh yeah.
it's like
So it's a win or a loss. Yeah. If it's within that time limit.
There's 3 people I would have called. John Lewis.
They talked to Mason.
He's not one of my 3. That's a really good opinion though to get for sure. John Lewis. There's a guy named Bill Stock. He's the head referee at the BCA for 20 plus years. And then my third choice would be John Lehman. I don't know if
So
you know him. I don't
I
have
don't
his
think
number.
I know him.
so not one of those three would have been yourself if you were watching it.
No, well, not. There's no dispute on what was seen,
No.
right? Like, it doesn't
Right.
matter who was watching it.
Right.
It'd be if you went to somebody with knowledge of the rules.
Right.
And so I would say the top person maybe in the history of the world. You know him. I know him. His name is John Lewis.
Yes.
The John Lewis, not the senator from
Yeah,
down
no,
south.
we know who you mean.
The
I
John
wonder why
Lewis.
he's not here today.
And he usually is here.
He is.
All right. So
If anybody has a problem with one of his rulings, they got a problem with me.
so Darren's still sitting there kicking himself. And that's kind of been the difference in the last few games. He's really started feeling some of the pressure, I think.
All right, so let's see this rack. What's the run out here? What's the pattern? This is hill. So I think early on you said they were kind of jumpy, a little getting out of the strokes. Now it's time to bear down on every shot.
Yep.
I like shooting the one first, but okay, so he's getting to the same angle he just had on the one. So you got a chance to bump this 4.
Right.
And if you bump it, you're probably going to be sitting super fat for that 5 ball, fat and sassy.
Yeah, if you don't think you can bump it, can you roll it up and take it all the way down?
Wow. I would have definitely tried to bump there.
Yeah.
Now I don't know the plan. I don't know. I'm playing safe. I'm bumping this 4 and freezing him on the 14.
Okay. I like that.
But that could have been a backup plan. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
instead now it's your. I mean, if you went for that breakout and didn't get it, this could have been your backup plan. Oh, it's interesting. Oh, he's going for it. He has to bend this. You have to hit this hard. You can't. Okay, so it was really a two-way. He was trying to freeze up on the backside of that 14. I think he did. I think he did not leave a shot. And he blocked a hole. Good shot.
Mm-hmm. There's no clean shot on this table for him right now.
My boy Bobby's playing some 8-ball. That's why he picked this game. Just for this situation. Hill.
Darren's case, you take a safe and probably put the cue right on that short rail at the top. Or that.
Darren's playing some 8-ball as well. He said, I see your $100 and I raise you $100.
All right. So I look at this. I'm thinking the 15 here. Then
I'm looking at. Wait, what?
I'm thinking the 15 here, and then I was thinking kind of the 9 side.
Okay, so he's shooting solids.
Oh, that's right. He's shooting solids.
I'm
thinking wrong.
Intentional foul here. Trying to put this 11 either by the 14 or the 15.
Okay.
I like the 15. He's kicking. He's trying to kick it in. Says I'm going for the win. Did not sell out. But I don't think he's going to like his next shot.
No. This is simple safe.
It's a little weird. The weird part here is you got a stop shot, right? So that means the stripe's going to come out with some velocity. Well, that stripe might come off that rail, graze that 15, and come right back into you and pop that cue ball out.
Sure.
There it is.
Still.
I think he's okay. But that could have gotten much worse at that speed.
So now here you got the 5 ball. I mean, the safe I feel is almost as hard as making the shot, isn't it?
What shot are you looking at? The back bank?
I was looking at just cutting the 5.
Oh, can you see the whole ball?
I think so.
Let's say he can see the whole ball. Yeah, you got to cut it. If you can cut it, you got to go for this cut. I don't think he can see the whole ball, but I don't know. Even if I can see just half this ball, I don't mind just tapping this 5, playing it
I
safe.
agree. There's enough litter on the table yet.
He has a huge advantage with that 4 blocking the 10. So he was.
I think I'd play the 11 ball off the rail to come back in front of the 4 ball and take over that pocket. Because otherwise, what are you going to do with that 10
I would
ball?
have saved the 11 to get a better angle for later.
I was thinking the 14.
He got aggressive early.
No,
he
you
could
better
still
play it
has a
safe.
great safety
Yeah,
spot here.
right now.
Same shot as
Yep,
before,
just,
actually.
Just snug it up against that 8 ball.
Snug to the 8, get the 14 to the rail, but this 14 might come back off that long ways and come bump out again. I actually like the safe behind the 15 better. Oh, never mind. Let's run out. Safe. Safe schmafe. I'm Tail Hill. I ain't got time for that. Who?
Which side for the 12? Well, it's either the side or the bottom right corner for me.
There's
Or
no
you play
great
a
angles for
safety,
safe here.
well, on the 15 and come back down to the short rail. Can't you do that? You know,
Yeah.
come back about where he is. Use the 15 to try to
Yes.
come back where he is on the short rail.
Yep, that's looks like he was going for. You're moving the. Okay, I like this better. I was gonna say
Yeah,
what you were
works.
saying.
That
You're moving the
works.
cue ball quite a bit.
Yeah, you are.
And you have a big window because you got 2 blockers and maybe even 3, but you also have big openings to those windows.
Yes.
Now I'm kicking this in.
Yes.
I am kicking this ball in, and if you kick it all, this is I guess you could call this a hanger kick shot.
Yep.
I don't kick well, but you got to get the hit, and you still got a little insurance because that 10 is your friend.
Right. Because I don't see jumping the 5 here does you any good, because even if you make the ball, you're probably sticking yourself right behind the 10.
Oh no, he has his jump cue out. This is high risk. You got to get top on this ball. If you put any draw on it and hit it good, it's going to scratch. So you got to get top on this ball. Jumping with top is hard.
He aired right over the top of it again. That's the second time Bobby's done that.
All right, 10 balls first, obviously. Let's see here.
Yeah, if you're going to do the out, definitely.
Yeah, I'm snugging this to the rail, and I'm playing forward, trying to get the 13 in the side.
Mm-hmm.
And
just enough that you're not going over the top of the 4.
Yeah, he's playing straight. Looks like he's going to play a 13 in the corner past the 8, I believe. Oh, he put a lot of forward on. Okay, that's good too.
That will work. I'm not sure which way I would go. I kind of like the 9 side.
Yeah, you're shooting this ball on the side. It's just you don't know your angle here. Like, how confident are you in your tangent line of where you can send this cue ball? He seemed pretty confident there.
But he did not get the leave he wanted. So now you almost got to go 12 side, come around 3 for the 15.
Man.
That's a lot of work to do.
Yeah, that 5 is so huge there. Even if you come around 3 rails smooth, that 5 is a big ball.
Or how about this? Push the 12 close to the rail, put the cue, try and use basically the 15 and the 12 as blockers.
I was thinking that too. Yeah, just thin this 12, put the cue ball on the bottom rail, create distance, and hope you got those 2 blockers working for you. worst case scenario, as long as you put that cue ball near that bottom rail, he's going to be shooting either a long cut shot on the 5 or a combo.
Right.
Because you're never going to get through that window of the 5-15.
And just creating distance here is a big key too.
This is so interesting. This drama, hill.
Right.
You got so many choices here. There is just like 3 or 4 ways you could play this.
This has been a slugfest all the way through.
Somebody's going to be driving home punching their steering wheel in about 30 minutes.
Yes. Well, I mean, when they look back and look at this video, they are going to both realize, hey, there were so many opportunities.
What's going on here? Is there a discussion?
I have no idea.
Is somebody wearing alligator blue boots?
Yeah, I don't know who that
What
would
in
be.
the world?
That would be Miss Shawn.
Oh, is that Sean?
Yeah, that's Shawn right out there.
She's got timing. I'll tell you what.
She does. So I don't know what she's saying.
I think I just heard her say something about look back. You can't go backwards. You can't go backwards.
I don't know what she's trying to say here or whatnot, but
oh boy, this is a jackpot.
This is one of those where I had made a call a couple weeks back when I last commentated for Josh, and I didn't want to make the call because I don't like to make the call in here because a person surrendered the game, and it's like, well, Josh, technically it's a loss for him, but it's up to you if you want to enforce it.
Okay, so now I'm looking at the chat. Maybe this is what she saw. JJ Mode says CSI rule I-49 on page 41 has a 5-second rule. It would have to be timed, and consideration of whether Darren slapping the table could also be a factor. Okay, was there a slap on the table? I did not get that knowledge, but I know that factors into the ruling.
I don't know for sure, and I didn't see it. But if JJ had seen it,
do you happen to have the replay, Andy?
I didn't have an actual replay. We'd have to go back through the match itself.
Okay. I love this chat room firing up. All the discussion and fun debate. What do you guys think? I think you can't go backwards no matter what. But
at this point, if it were to go backwards, it would have to be a replay of the game.
So that's one fun discussion. Is it possible to go backwards at this point? Second possible discussion is JJ is still on the past.
Okay, Dave Peters said that he did hit the table.
Okay, now that is also in the rule book that I know of.
Okay, so they are going to replay that game at this point.
And unfortunately, we have to take Bobby's score off.
They did.
Okay, I did.
Oh, you did. So right now, Darren is on the hill, and Bobby is.
Whoa! Tell us what happened, Sean.
Okay.
Tell us what
happened.
happened.
I looked up the rule in the rule book, and it does say 5 seconds. And before we knew that it was exactly 5 seconds, we had verification even from a viewer that had timed it and said it was 6 seconds, that it hung there. So I called Kendall and asked him, and he said, yeah, if he walked away from the table and it hung for 6 seconds, it should have been spotted. And so I don't want to artificially give a win to someone that determines the match on a call that was misdone.
Okay.
This will make the point moot.
Well, this means Darren wins anyway because we had them at Hill.
That would be making the point moot, right?
Correct.
Yes.
It does make the point moot. But I didn't feel comfortable, Ray, crossing my fingers, hoping Darren wins so that I didn't have to tell him later, well, we screwed up that call. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, I do. This is going to go down in history. This might be the most controversial match in the history of Mad Apple Extreme.
Yeah, I know. And you know what? I'm not going to say what I'm going to do, but we're going to see what we can do about this to invite Bobby back.
I'll tell you. So we were saying when you were out there that I was saying you can't go backwards, and So I don't know how many games ago was that. Was that last game?
No,
Oh,
that wasn't
that
the
was
last
about.
game. I'm going to
Okay.
go out and talk to the
I think
players.
the score
though, Ray.
was like
Okay.
3-3 or 4-4 at that point. But anyway, folks, it
Yeah,
looks
but I
like
can't
Darren
have
has
Darren
won
losing
at this
on
point. So, I mean, with that being said, stick around, come back at 4:45. We're going to get ready for getting our night's match. It'll be me here doing the commentating with some assistance in between with Ray and whoever else may want to hop in the booth with me. So, thanks again for coming out.
All
That's
right, hell of a match. Tough match, guys. Good shooting. Yep, we'll see you guys.
All right, take care.